Welcome to the iHSFAN Webcast Network. You are watching Round Rock ISD football presented by Covert Ford. Tonight's game is being brought to you by Covert Ford, Bush's Chicken, Ideal Signs, Alpha Paving, Pop-Up Parties and Posh Events, Cameron Freeman at the Stacy Group, Maze Street Boutique, and Lodge Card Club. We also want to thank the 5 high school booster clubs for their support. Now let's head to the field. Here is Zach Epstein and Mickey Bouchon.
Welcome football fans. It is a beautiful night here out at the Kelly Reeves Athletic Complex in Round Rock. It's actually in Austin, Texas. Coach, I'm joined by my former coach and partner in crime here, Coach Missy Bouchon. How are you doing tonight?
Great, and that's okay, Zach. We can think we're in Round Rock because we're at a Round Rock game here tonight with these boys from Cedar Ridge. So let's get this thing rolling.
Absolutely, and it is senior night for the Raiders, and here they come out of the mascot, and we're going to see a great matchup tonight. Cedar Ridge is right on the brink of the playoff race. Unfortunately, I don't think that they are eligible this year, but we are going to be covering the rest of the district today. We have a couple other matchups tonight that are really big. But before we get started in that, we have a great one here tonight with Cedar Ridge versus Manor. Cedar Ridge comes in this game 3-6 overall with a 3-4 district record. And Manor comes in 1-8 with the 1-6 district record. So it's going to be a good one tonight. The Cedar Ridge Raiders have had some success over the last couple games. And, Coach, we've got to call a few of them. If you remember back when we got to see the upset against Round Rock out at Dragon Stadium.
Huge game that was, Zach. A lot of fun watching that one.
Absolutely, and it was a great comeback win. We got to we've been around this team a bunch, so we're excited to kind of see how the Raiders are going to be able to respond tonight on senior night, the last game of the year, and it's perfect weather tonight, Coach. We have a cold front that blew in, making it 67 degrees close to kickoff. We're just under 6 minutes to go here. We'll be seeing the national anthem in just a second, but before that, wanted to get into lay the land of the district standings here for Round Rock ISD as well as a few others. Vandergrift leads the district and is ranked number, I think, 13 in the state right now with a 7-0 record, 8-1 in 7-0 in district, 8-1 overall. Round Rock comes in at the second place in district with a 6-1 record. Their one loss being against Cedar Ridge with 8-1 overall record. The next two playoff spots are kind of up for contention. We have Vista Ridge coming at 5-2 in district. That cements them at third place, 6-3 overall. But these next two, they're playing tonight, Coach. MacLeod versus Hutto. Both are 4-5 in district and are fighting for that last spot to get into playoffs.
Winning your end game is about as exciting as it can be. And I tell you, I've been at both those schools. They both love their football. And although it's not a game we're doing right here tonight, I'm excited to hear how that thing ends up.
Yeah, that's one over at Dragon Stadium. You can actually catch it right here on the iHSFAN network. Please make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. We're bringing you guys the action over the course of the year, and really appreciate everybody who's joined in over the last couple games with us. I know that we don't always do it each week, but we're always happy to bring you some football with me and Coach. And so rounding out the bottom of the district here, so these are the teams that might be are eliminated from the playoff contention, but still want to finish out their seasons very strong. Two of them here tonight. Cedar Ridge comes into district 3-4, actually has a shot to potentially get into the playoffs pending a win here tonight, and a win for Hutto against MacLeod would cause a 3-way tie for that last spot. And Coach, you know better than I do, but that would most likely be decided by points, right?
Well, the bad thing for the purple guys is I think it's already been determined that even if they win tonight, the winner of the Hutto game is going, and MacLeod game, the winner of that game is going to end up being fourth. It could easily be a 3-way tie
right for
fourth, but they're going to end up being eliminated from that picture.
The odd man out, and so that sets up an exciting game, despite nonetheless. And just rounding out the last three teams is Stony Point, Westwood, and Manor. And games going on tonight. We have Vista Ridge versus Westwood tonight, so that's a 1-6 district matchup versus Vista Ridge, who comes in at 5-2. Vandergrift versus Round Rock. Now that is a great game tonight, folks. That is the top two in the district. And,
championship, huh?
Championship game, of course. Yeah, I would declare that for sure, because both teams come in 8-1. Round Rock does have that sole loss against the Cedar Ridge Raiders, and then the other games on the network is obviously McNeil versus Hutto as well. So we're gonna kick it here for the national anthem and let you guys know. Coach, did you get a chance to see who is receiving the football tonight?
I was watching the flag bearers over there, but I do believe Cedar Ridge is going to be kicking off.
So we'll most likely see a Cedar Ridge kickoff about 2 minutes here till kickoff. But first we have to do the colors. So we're going to go silent, and we'll join into the national anthem, but we'll be right back with some more football. And there's the national anthem. So we'll be getting underway for kickoff here just in a bit. But as you know, Coach, this is definitely one of the last game of the season. Coming in, a lot of these kids may never play football again. For the seniors who aren't being able to come back next year and maybe don't have a college scholarship. So this game means a lot, no matter really who you are. It's your last time to play with certain teammates. It's your last time to play under a certain coach. If you're a fan, it might be one of the last times that you support your son or daughter at the band or dance team. So it is an emotional night tonight, despite not having much playoff implications. How do you handle that as a coach, and managing your team's emotions during such a pivotal time in a young person's life?
To be honest, this game's a little bit easier to manage because where the end game is. It's tonight, and these guys are going to be playing their last game. I still remember my last football game against the old Miller Bucks back in Corpus Christi, a big rain muddy fest that we came back and won. I still remember it literally like it was last week, and it was literally 40 years ago. So I can tell you this is a night, whether these boys win or lose, it's a night they're always going to remember, especially the seniors.
Absolutely. Well said.
Think back, Zach. I'm sure you remember yours as well.
I remember, coming out of the locker room, after your last whistle, after your last play, you kind of just stand around, look at your teammates, remember your faces, because it is an important moment. But we are getting ready for kickoff here, Coach. It was just underway, so Cedar Ridge will be kicking off. For the Raiders, back to kick is Cooper Togus, and he's had a great year all year. We've seen him knock through a couple field goals in our time covering the Raiders, but he's going to boot it away from the 40-yard line, and that one's going to go. It's going to be returnable, but it will bounce out of bounds right at the 1-yard line. So don't don't see any laundry on the field, but usually that's a flag when it goes out of bounds. So we'll see.
It's got to be a flag. I just watched where he stood when
Yeah,
it went out.
But no flag is on the field, so it looks like they're spotting it right at the 25-yard line. So, again, ball at the 25-yard line. They'll start off there.
Did he forget his flag? I don't get it. I don't understand. But anyway, here we go. 1st and 10 on the right hash, -25. Here we go.
It is game time here. Stadium is getting full again. Senior night tonight for the Raiders. We got to see their procession come out earlier. Shotgun snap here for the Mustangs, and that really goes nowhere for a gang tackle on the play with a few guys in purple in the action. Climbing out of the bottom of that is Wyatt McKenzie, the senior defensive lineman.
Well, they better do something about this defensive line because we've seen them play lights out against numerous offenses.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of good players, on this defense make a lot of plays, but it's a lot of that interior that does most of the damage and helps out the secondary. Handoff here, counter motion. We'll go for about 2 to 3 yards, but tackle again by a bunch of guys in purple. And leading the charge there was A.J. Alvar, which comes out as a 3rd down and 7 to go here for the Mustangs. They traveled a long way out from Manor to come play the Cedar Ridge Raiders out here, but it will be 3rd down and about 7 to go from the 28-yard line. And they're coming out in a ace formation, empty backfield, motion with the running back.
Quarterback counter.
Yeah, he'll keep that one, and he ends up losing a couple, but turns around field, still not down yet. Finally goes down at the 15-yard line after doing some dancing in the backfield, and that tackle was made by Jonah Collis, the senior defensive lineman, and it creates a 4th down, Coach. So you couldn't ask for a better drive if you're the Raiders starting off your secondary and defense like that.
Yeah, and with the wind blowing the way it is, I don't think they're going to be worried about going after a block punt. I think that, yeah, the 2 deep guys aren't very deep right here.
Yeah, they're ready to return this one. Tight formation here for the punting team as they're getting ready to go. The Mustangs lining up for this one. Ball received right at the 3-yard line. It is away. Fielded right at the 50-yard line. And that's Josiah Ray on the play. He makes about a 6-yard return. Will lead the Raiders to start on positive field, Coach, starting at the 44-yard line of the Mustangs.
Boy, you're not right, or you're not wrong. That's about as right as you can be on that first series. They come out, they get a stop, they get the ball on the 44 to start for their offense. That's a great start for them.
Yeah, last game against McNeil put up 26 points, but was still routed as they lost 48-26. Under center here, handoff, and that's to wow, and that's Devonish taking it up the field. Easy, untouched touchdown, Coach, and we got 6 points early.
Right out of the gate. 88 and out the gate right there. We've seen Devonish. He's a smallish guy who will attack inside, and he just broke and took off.
Yeah, Devonish has been making plays all year, Coach. Now, we saw against Round Rock, he had a really tough time getting much going. I mean, not a lot of running backs do, but still able, in that game to make some big plays down the stretch to open up the field. And you see right there with a bit of blocking, he goes untouched for 6. What a talent this team has. And that will be through the uprights. So quick points, 1 play drive for the Raiders. Again, you get off the field, 3 and out, loss of no yards, negative yardage on that play, and then you come on offense to start off with their own 44-yard line and score in 1 play.
Well, we said there couldn't be much better of a start. Well, it could be better.
Yeah.
You get it back to the offense, and they go to the house right out of the gate.
And just a little over 2 minutes taken off the clock there. 9:40 left to go in the first quarter, and we already got 6-7 points on the board for the Raiders. And so they'll be kicking off once again. Dugas will be back to kick it away. And, Coach, some more of these games that, the last 5 opponents have actually been the exact same for both of these teams. They played Round Rock, Stony Point, Vandergrift, Vista Ridge, and McNeil. And Cedar Ridge was able to come out with 2 victories, and Manor was only able to come out with 0 victories. So, being able to put up points in most of these games has been easy for Manor, but just not able to kind of keep up with the pace. Cedar Ridge winning against Stony Point and Round Rock, losing to Vandergrift, Vista Ridge, and McNeil for the last 3 games. So they're hungry for a win here, hungry to set themselves up. But here we go. Tugas boots it away, and that's going to go straight through the back of the end zone. Really powerful kick there. Will set up shop right at the 25-yard line for the Manor Mustangs.
Okay, we're going to have to get a little something going on offense to keep this thing competitive, period. We've seen this purple swarm play on defense before, and I'm telling you, if you don't come out and have a pretty darn good night of offense, it could be absolutely miserable. And Manor's going to have to get something going right here.
Yeah, Manor has not elected to throw a pass yet. A couple run plays. We'll see how much of a air attack they will have tonight, but this is going to be tough sledding if they're trying to run the football a lot against this defensive line. QB Power right up the middle ends up going right back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing on that play. Again, defensive line right there, and in on the action was Jalen Hamilton, a name that we called quite a bit during that Round Rock game, and was a huge player.
Okay, quarterback ISO right out of the gate to start this series. Maybe they feel they can handle them up front.
Yeah, have not, again, 4 straight run plays. Really negative yardage. I'm not sure how much the last tackle for a loss was against in the last drive, but still not much going on this one. Elects to do a screen pass out wide. That ball is dropped. Still playable. We'll see what they call it. May have been behind him, so they might call that a fumble. Looks like this was an incomplete pass. So 3rd down here, Coach. 3rd and 9, and not much doing for this offense so far.
No, they're going to have to do something outside because not that worked on the 1st or 3rd down play earlier, but on the previous drive. But inside's just going to be tough going for them.
Seems that way, and they'll elect to throw a hitch route on the outside. Ball caught at the 30-yard line. Oh, what a move. He reverses the whole field, trying to get somewhere, and he's got some room to run here. Ends up being tackled for a loss, and that is Hamilton once more making a great play across the field. Coach, he caught the ball at the 30, ran about 20 yards, but ends up losing 5 yards on the play.
That's a tough way to make a living if you're going to run backwards.
And so we'll create a 4th down and 11 to go.
The wind's still in their face, Zach. The wind's still in their face. The deep guys don't have to get too deep to have a good return right here.
Yeah, those flags are moving. We had a nice cold front move in. It was 85 degrees and humid early today, and took my breath away walking in this afternoon. We'll have the punt here. That ball is punted away. Kind of a low punt. Ends up getting a friendly bounce, but only goes about 30 yards for the Manor Mustangs. And again, Cedar Ridge will be starting on the opposite side of the field. Great field position.
Once again, great field position, but really, Zach, it's not really all that bad to take one end over end, because if you put it up in the air too much, the wind's just going to blow it back in your face. So that could be a good idea.
Seen them go under center here and give it to Devonish for a touchdown, but not much else to go off of. Only one play of offense so far. And pass made, and that's Jack Pippin, the senior quarterback. He ends up finding R.J. Caudill on the play there. Apologies, that's Jake McGill on the reception, number 5. So these are 2 guys that we've seen all year. And Coach, we've seen a little bit of Pippin at quarterback, and we also seen a little bit of Scott Howell at quarterback throughout this this time we've covered the team. But Pippin out there under center, Devonish in the backfield, fake pitch, counter, and Devonish tries to take it outside, but ends up getting dropped for a loss of 4 yards on the play, back to a yard plus the line of scrimmage, so the 48-yard line.
That's a tough way to run the counter. If you're going to reverse out and fake it, a toss, it's usually a little bit easier to do when there are 2 backs back there. You can start them one way and then have your back come back the other, but either way, it's going to be 3rd and long for the boys in purple right here, gets a great job by his back helping protect.
And Pippen throws it. It gets batted down at the line, was looking for Brooks down the field, but did not make it. They lined up Brooks, the superstar wide receiver tight end, out wide there. And that play goes for nothing. So it will create a 4th down here, punting situation for the Raiders, and they're hoping to pin them back.
Yeah, the game against, I think it was Vista Ridge, where we saw Brooks didn't seem to be much that involved in the first half until the end when he caught that big touchdown.
Yep.
And that's about all he was a part of. But we've seen him dominate games.
And, yeah, the tough first half against Vista Ridge for this offense. And they're going to do a fake here. Quarterback drops back to Pat, and that's Pippen back. And he finds receiver out wide, and that's Jaden Fike. So, last game of the year, might as well throw out all the tricks in the bag, let the kids have a little bit of fun with the fake punt. No other better time to call it than, on the opposing.
I can hear it. I can hear it already, Zacharoon. Coach, we've been practicing this all year. Why don't we run it? We've been practicing this all year. Come on. Well, there you have it.
And there's always those plays that, you have to kind of be a little bit of secretive about. You do it one time, and then you kind of let everybody know about it. So you got to keep them in the back pocket, and that's a great one to keep. So glad that one ended up working out. Great pass, again, by Pippen. Hit him right on the run, and now they're set up in great position at the 22-yard line. Pippen drops back, has time, throws it over the middle to Brooks. That is dropped incomplete, but it will be a pass interference on the defense. Got there a little bit too early.
He's just such a big target out there. I don't know exactly. I haven't stood next to Brooks, but he just looks like he's bigger and more physical than almost all the DBs every game we've seen him play against.
Yeah, it's tough to match up with whenever you're that tall and can move like that. It's a very difficult matchup, especially when he lines up at tight end and you ask a linebacker to try to cover him, but then you ask a cornerback who may be a little bit smaller to try to body him, and he can beat you both ways.
Ah, okay.
So be offsetting penalties. Not sure what the penalty on Cedar Ridge was, but penalty of defensive pass interference on the Mustangs will create the same situation. So 1st down and from the 22-yard line for the Raiders. They line up with 2 backs in the backfield, one behind and one to the side of Pippen. Snap here. Handoff. The ball is given to Devin Patterson, the sophomore running back. So a bright spot in this offense. You have a few seniors. Luckily, Devonish and Patterson are both, going to be returning next year. But, especially for Jack Pippen and a few of these senior wide receivers like Jake McGill and R.J. MacLeod and Josiah Ray, maybe one of their last games. Hopefully they'll be able to, do some exciting plays and make this a memorable one. Snap here. Pippen takes a snap. He throws it out wide, and that ball was just snuffed out. Great play by the defending team. They were able to kind of snuff that screen out real quick.
And they came with heat right there and also had somebody on the screen.
So 3rd down from the 20-yard line. Cedar Ridge hasn't had much offense except off of that trick play, punt, and the run by Devonish. Handoff to Devonish up the middle. Gain of about 6 on the play, but that won't be enough for a 1st down. 4th down.
Enough to have a decision for the coach.
Absolutely.
To where he may want to go for it.
Could go for it here. 4th down and about 3 to go. Offense is going to stay on the field. They're playing this game with loose and nothing to lose, as it's one of the last games. It is the last game of the year. Handoff here, and that looks like the Raiders have enough for a 1st down. So 2 4th down conversions, but they might have to measure this one's, Coach. But no, the
line judge down here is pointing.
First down. Yep. So great run there, and on the run there was actually Malik Hamilton. So have a bunch of different backs rotating in right now, getting some touches for the Raiders, and they're set up in pretty good spot here, Coach, from the 12-yard line, 1st down. Under center here is Pippen. Bootleg, fake handoff over the middle to Brooks, and that ball almost intercepted.
Lucky he didn't get that one picked off. It was undercut. Great job by the DB.
Yeah,
come underneath him, got his hands on it, just didn't quite make the play.
And that's a big DB coach. Maybe would have been one of those linebackers down there, but he definitely came over. No, I think he might be the safety. He's a big kid down there, number 0 for the Manor Mustangs. That's Deron Goodley, 6'1", 185, big guy. Snap here, and that's a pull. That's a good read by Pippin, but it is snuffed out. This defense for Manor is making some good plays and, making it tough on the Raiders right now to really get much offense going.
Yeah, outside of the big play and the fake punt, haven't gotten much going. Got to get a little bit of consistency going. And with them, it's usually been because of the running game that they can get some things going.
Yeah, offensive line doing a great job all year. 3rd down and about 10 to go here. Line to gain is the 2-yard line, so basically a touchdown. Handoff here, up the middle, ends up bouncing it outside, and that's enough for a gain of about 1 yard here, Coach. So 4th down, they're bringing out the kicking unit. Togas is gonna try to pound this one through the uprights.
Heck yeah, when you have a kicker like that.
So this will be about a 30-yard field goal, 29-yard field goal, 28-yard field goal, apologies. And so this should be a nice chip shot for Togas. 4 minutes remaining in this one for the first quarter, folks. Still got a lot of football to play. Snap. And that ball is right through the uprights. Another points, some more points for the Raiders here. Not 6, I'm sure, what they wanted, but they come away with 3, and that's a successful drive here. And for Manor, you got to be thinking, gave up 2 4th down conversions, but got off the field with only 3 points. Got to be feeling a little bit good about that drive there. Still in the ball game.
They'll take it right now. Big play on special teams, giving up that big run to start this thing, only giving up 3 right there to keep it close. I'm pretty sure they're okay with that. They just need to get a little offense going.
Yeah, and that's going to be, again, tough against this really stout defense for the Cedar Ridge Raiders. And again, folks, we do have some other matchups here tonight. Vista Ridge versus Westwood is going on. That's not for any playoff spot, as Westwood's kind of at the bottom there, and Vista Ridge has a good shot at getting in the playoffs there right now, 3rd place. Games to watch tonight is the Vandergrift versus Round Rock game, as well as McNeil versus Hutto. On top of this one, of course, you can catch the McNeil versus Hutto game, which is for playoff spot in this district on the other iHSFAN network channel. Please make sure to like and subscribe. We are really happy to bring you Round Rock ISD football this year. And here comes the kick from Togas. This one's going to be a little bit shorter, going to be returnable. Fielded at the 5-yard line. And he's got some room to work here. He bounced it outside here, Coach. He's taking this one. Togas gets a little hand on him, and that's just enough to slow him down where he gets pushed out of bounds right before the 50-yard line. So ball will be placed at the 49-yard line for Manor.
Well, you had mentioned the games and the importance of them. Well, just think about it. One of the games decides the district champion.
Right.
We're either going to have outright or co-champs. And then the other game that you were talking about, winner goes to the playoffs, loser stays at home. Starts basketball next week.
Yeah. Starts the off season, and you know how quickly that actually starts for football. You get about a week off, and then you're back to it. Snap here for the Mustangs. Another run play. Has a little bit more room here to work, and that's the first positive play, and that ends up netting them about 9 yards. So first down becomes 2nd down and 1 here, Coach.
Big run to start this drive. They needed something to get them going because not getting a score right here, having to punt into this wind and giving it up again would be pretty tough.
And so out there for the Raiders, we have a good group of kids here, just starting from the outside. We have Devin Crank as the Mustangs. They're in ace formation, screen out wide, and that ball comes out. Incomplete pass. What a hit by Eddie Carruthers, who read that play super well, Coach, and jumped on it quickly.
That was a nice job by him.
Yeah, Eddie Carruthers is out there, the senior tonight. He's definitely playing really well out there, number 2, and he's been out there all year, really on an island as a lockdown corner for this team.
Lockdown corner, and when the receivers don't block for each other any better than that, you can be a real physical corner as well.
And so ace formation, 3rd down here, snap, quarterback power, doesn't really go for much, down for a loss of about a yard here. Again, that defensive line getting a push, and they're pushing the offensive line backwards.
Yeah, I don't care what they're trying to do inside like that. I would guess they're not going to make a living doing that tonight. I've seen too much of Cedar Ridge's defense to think they're going to be able to push them around on the inside.
Yeah, 4th down here, Coach. 4th down and 1. So got down to 2nd down and 1 and 2 plays of 0 yardage. Created a 4th down now.
Zone read.
Handoff. Outside zone read. Ends up breaking a few tackles. Still up at around the 20. And finally taken down at the 18-yard line. A good run. Used the ref as a blocker there and bounced it outside. And ultimately the head line judge had a block there. But it ends up being a 1st down here for the Mustangs. Haven't moved the chains just yet.
I didn't see a penalty, so what are they waiting? Okay, here we go.
A little bit of delay there.
Good thing they're not trying to speed it up.
Exactly right. Twins out to the bottom of your screen. Senior receiver up top. Handoff. And this is just a bounce outside. Flag here, most likely going to be holding. Was right around where Mustang was on top of a Cedar Ridge Raider.
Yeah, and it's odd that they started the play and we weren't even set with the chains yet. Usually the white hat will stand over the ball and wait till we're set and then step away from it and let them resume.
Didn't have that just yet. And AutoNation Chevrolet proudly sponsors the Round Rock ISD football programs. Looking for a big win? Shop their unbeatable selection of new Silverados, Colorados, Equinoxes, Trax, and more. Plus, score cash for your car by selling it to the team at AutoNation Chevrolet. Get your quick online appraisal now at AutoNationChevroletWestAustin.com. Then get paid the same day. It's that easy. Visit AutoNation Chevrolet at 183 Duval today. Together, let's drive. And Cedar Ridge Raiders pushes them back. Mustangs have to go for a 1st down and long here. Ball goes sailing over the receiver, and that's going to fall harmlessly to the turf right at the 5-yard line. And it will create a 2nd down and long here.
Well, 1, he threw into double coverage, and 2, it might not be terrible that he sailed that one over because there are 2 guys right there.
2 guys right there, and they are ready to either make a big pop on that player or jump on it and make an interception for the Raiders. But right now, pushing them backwards. Line to gain here, folks, is the 9-yard line. They're right at their own 28-yard line, so a long way to go here for the Mustangs for a 1st down. And it's going to be a fake pitch, and it's going to be a fake counter, but it's going to be turned into a screen, and that's going to go for a lot right around the 1st down to gain.
Looks like he got it.
Yeah, it looks like they'll give it to him, but I do see some laundry on the field, Coach, right around the 39-yard line, 41-yard line. So we'll see what this is. It may be a late hit on the quarterback. They're asking the Manor sideline now.
Personal foul, roughing the passer. Here we go. They're in business now.
Oh, yeah.
Our guys in purple need to step it up right now. I realize to make it a closer, tighter game, they've got to go down and score. But come on, you've come out. You had a great first series on defense. Time to do it again.
Yeah, Manor is sticking around with this one. As so much time left in this game. 1 minute 27 on the clock here for the 1st quarter, and looks like the students here tonight, Coach, are repping the American flag. It is America Night. You can see the student section always with their themes. Always super fun to see that. But Manor right now knocking on the door here. See if Cedar Ridge bends and doesn't break. Handoff outside. And that's going to be enough for a touchdown, getting in the end zone there. So Manor goes up and down the field and ends up scoring off of that great setup return.
That was a very impressive drive there. It would have been easy for them to just lay it down even early in the game with them not having anything to play for next week, so to speak. But they kind of tightened up their belt and went to work on offense. And looks like the outside zone looking play is what's getting them back in business.
Yeah, running down the middle has been proven tough, as we've said so far. And that ball goes through the uprights, but it seems like they're getting some work done on the outside zone, running away from that, the teeth of the defense. But 7-10 here for Manor versus Cedar Ridge.
I'm curious to see right now if they've got someone who can kick it off very far, because they've had good returns in the past, and with this wind blowing the way it is, it's going to be tough to kick it deep.
Will be tough to kick deep, and haven't seen too much of an offensive production from Cedar Ridge. They do have 10 points on the board. Credit that to some great field position and a big play from Devonish. But can't rely on big plays when you're on offense. You got to keep it moving.
And really, Zach, the other big play was the fake punt
on fourth down, going for it on fourth down
Sure.
twice.
You can't, like you said, you can't rely on that all the time.
And so teeing up is the Mustangs. Traveled a long way out here. It's a big district now with Hutto and Manor out there as well as Vista Ridge and Vandergrift. It's a long way to go play each other, but here we are. Manor is out here in Austin, and we are getting ready to kick it away. And, Coach, just as you said, they're kicking into the wind a little bit, so those return men are posted right at the 15-yard line for Cedar Ridge. Not expecting much of a kick here.
Be a great time for him to boot one, huh? Get it way down there and back him up.
Waiting on the signal here. 7-10, so Manor not going away. They're not putting their heads down. This is their last. This is some of their last game too, as the seniors, will go away, and the juniors will have to step up and become in that next role. Sophomores, on to next season really is kind of the MO after this one. But
okay,
not sure what we're waiting on here.
Looks like we're waiting on possibly chains over there, because Mr. White Hat and one of the officials are looking to the sideline. Back behind the bench, looks like a trainer or something's talking to one of the officials.
Yeah, have to possibly be waiting on something there. Yeah, definitely good eyes, Coach. Didn't see that.
And I don't think it's one of the kids being hurt, because if it was, sounds bad, but they would have had him off the field already if that's where he is, and they would have gotten play resumed.
Yeah, I think it's definitely ref needing some assistance there. So while we wait, want to see just Coach. Obviously, it's a tough one. Anytime you kind of end the year on a note where you don't make the playoffs, but going forward, it's always more opportunity, right? And so what do you look for after a season like this? When we were at MacLeod, tough season, didn't necessarily make the playoffs, but had a really great team, fought hard.
Yeah, you always see, and that's number one. You want to find out which kids are in and which kids are out, because at this point, you find out that some of the kids, they're okay, we're here, but we're not going to sell out for you because it's not easy. And when you're not winning, it isn't easy. I don't care who tells you otherwise. It's very difficult as it is, even if you're an average or good team. But when you're not winning, it's even more difficult.
Absolutely. Couldn't have said it better. It's tough when you put in all that time, effort, sweat, hours in the gym, hours out on the field, and it's tough to stay consistent if you don't see the results, and that's that's what separates a lot of good teams from
just
the great
think of
teams.
all the time away from school, away from practice, however you want to put it, that we spent together in our quarterback group. We spend a lot of time outside of school.
And here comes the kick finally, and that's going to be a really low one, and that ball's going to bounce right at the 33-yard line, and not much of a return, if any, but still pretty good field position, all things considered, as the Cedar Ridge Raiders will be starting right around their 33-yard line.
Okay. Going to have pretty good field position to start right here. Obviously not like starting on the plus 44 or the plus 49, but we'll take it.
Yeah, haven't had a bad field position yet. I think we have a quarterback change here, Coach. It looks like Hal's checked into the game here. And so, we talked about this a little bit earlier on the broadcast. They tend to, use both their quarterbacks. Both of them have a great skill set. And we'll see the snap here. That's going to go for about a gain of 3 yards on the carry. It was Josiah Ray for the Raiders. And Devenish checks in for Ray. So Hal comes in at quarterback, and they get about 4 yards on the first play from scrimmage on a nice designed run to Josiah Ray. Now,
second and 7.
Two receivers split down to the bottom of your screen, one up top. Man coverage, it looks like. Motion here. That ball is going to be handed off to Devenish, who slips away from a tackler. I don't know how he got away from that one. He was met in the backfield and just, put his arm barely out and got enough for a first down here. So Devenish, the spark that this offense needs, gets a much-needed first down.
The way he got away from that one is Devenish runs hard.
Yes.
He just does. He runs hard. He's not the biggest guy. You can see right now on the replay, he's not the biggest guy, but rarely do you see him get knocked backwards. We're going to the second quarter.
Yep, second quarter here. We're going to take a brief break and listen to a word from our sponsors, but we'll be right back.
Bush's Chicken is a proud supporter of area schools, athletic programs, and booster clubs. With stores in Cedar Park, Round Rock, Georgetown, both North and South Austin, and our newest store serving Pflugerville and Hutto. Bush's serves the Texas standard in real hand-battered fried chicken and crispy tenders, tasty rolls, and that famous Bush's sweet tea. Bush's Chicken, proud supporter of area schools, athletic programs, and booster clubs. The Texas standard. Bush's Chicken. It's good, good, good. Interested in or looking for a home in the premier 55 and better community of Sun City, Texas? Trust the Stacy Group and realtor Cameron Freeman. Cameron specializes in buying and selling new and resale homes in the active adult Del Webb community in beautiful Georgetown, Texas. Contact realtor Cameron Freeman at the Stacy Group today with a text or call to 512-740-1836 to learn more.
And here we go, y'all. Back at it. Handoff up the middle. And that ball will be taken about 5 yards down the field. Should be enough to make it 2nd and 5 there. Devenish running hard, just as you said, Coach.
Yeah, if they were to make a living out of him running between the tackles and bouncing it occasionally, I think they'd be okay tonight.
Just runs so hard. They're definitely glad he's going to be returning. Only a junior here for the Raiders, so have to love that. They come out in a split set here. 2 receivers out wide, both each side. Devenish takes the ball up the field and gets not a lot on that one. Maybe a yard, if anything, will create a 3rd down.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be 3rd and 5.
And haven't seen them go to the air here much in this one. Been really trying to establish the ground game.
Sure he did. Remember that fake punt?
Yeah. In the traditional set, haven't seen much besides throw to Brooks, but absolutely, yeah. If they could do that fake punt every play, I'm sure they would. Snap here, Hal takes it. Doesn't have much time. Throws it out wide to Devenish, who gets tackled. And that's a great play from the defensive lineman for Manor, making a good one there, tracking down the receiver, and ends up being a 4th down, loss of about a yard there.
Boy, that was a lot of chase by number 10, I believe it was right there. Coming up the field and just looping around and not stopping and smoking him from behind pretty good right there.
Yeah, just did not lose any speed turning around. So this will create a 4th down here. Only 1 first down on that drive for the Raiders, and a couple negative plays pushes them back. So back to punt for the Raiders. Number 12, Jaden Lambert. So he's ready to kick this one away. Good snap. And that one's away, and it's spiral one will be caught right around the 16, 17-yard line. And that's where the Mustangs will take over.
Okay, they're in an interesting situation because they were in a bind early in the game. Things weren't looking good early, and now they've got the ball back. They just scored. Great drive to take them down there and score. Now they get the ball back. Let's see if they can continue running.
And a score update for you around the district. McNeil is leading Hutto 14-7. Vandergrift leads Round Rock 14-0. And the Mustangs are taking the field once again. They're trying to get set here. 2 receivers down to your bottom of the screen, 1 up top, and then single running back in the backfield. That's a play action. Again, they're trying to set up that screen. Eddie Carruthers there again. And that's going to be a fumble. They're ruling it a fumble. We'll see what they call here, Coach, but he did look like he took a step or two. Very close call there, but I do think they got it right. Incomplete pass.
Yeah, the guy down here, the line judge, was pretty adamant that it was an incompletion. And looking at the replay on the screen, I agree with him.
I just didn't possess it and control it long enough, really, after the catch. But, again, that Eddie Carruthers is playing the screen very well tonight. That's his 3rd tackle. Well, it wasn't a tackle, but 3rd breakup or tackle that he's made on one of those. And handoff here for Manor. Carruthers steps up, and the running back is taken down for a big, big loss on that one. In on the play was David Krause. Super big player that we've called his name plenty of times this year, and is in on that one as well.
Yeah, he's just been dominant at times, steady most of the time, but dominant at times.
Creates a 3rd down and long here for Manor, so not in the position you want to be there, but they're lining up in a trips formation out to your top of your screen. 1 receiver split out to the bottom. Obvious passing situation. Let's see what they do. Haven't aired it out too much on their end thus far. Snap here, screen, and they'll take those short yardage. Running back takes it out of the backfield and, keeps his leg moving. Zach. Yeah, keeps his leg moving. That'll be close to the 1st down, but flag.
That was good execution right there, but got a flag down. Usually when you have 3 or 4 big boys in the open space, one of them's going to grab on to a defensive back.
Yeah, holding will move them back further, and they're gonna accept the penalty here because it would have been a 4th down with about 3 to go. If not,
yeah, it's going to be 3rd and long now.
Yeah, they're going to be almost on the heels of their own goal line here, folks. We'll see where they mark it exactly. Ball we placed right at the 8-yard line, so that's a 10-yard loss there on the play for holding. And now they're even further back, heels on the end zone, twins to the top of your screen, 1 tight end on the same side with a single receiver bottom side of your screen. They're just going to throw this one up. And he's got a man, and he just drops that, which would have been a walk-in touchdown, Coach.
He had him. Ball put it on the money.
Yeah, and that ball was intended for number 3, and that's Jordan Clark, wide receiver out there, and he was blazing and took off fast, and they just said, go route, we're going to throw it up to you. We hope that we can get it down. Did not end up working out, and now they have to punt inside their own end zone.
They said, my guy's better than yours, and he got by him wide open, just didn't make a play. I'm sure he wishes he has that one back.
Absolutely. Touched his hands just a little bit, maybe too much off his course, but ends up being a huge. And now we'll see a timeout here from Manor.
Timeout. Someone's missing. Someone's missing.
And so we'll go to a commercial break, but we'll be right back.
In the heart of Austin, there's a name that reigns supreme, Covert Ford. For over 114 years, Covert Ford has been driven by the community, offering unbeatable service and a wide selection of vehicles. From the rugged F-150 to the iconic Expedition, Covert Ford has the perfect ride for every journey life offers. Visit Covert Ford Austin, where community drives us. CovertFord.com, off Research Boulevard. Join the Covert family today.
We're right here waiting the punt as the snap is about to be snapped. 4th down here, low snap, and that's going to be booted away. Pretty good punt here. Ends up going right to about the 45-yard line before getting picked up at the 47. And that 2 bounces it took gave the defense plenty of time to get down there and cover that one. So we'll be spotted right at the 47-yard line, and that's where the Raiders will set up shop.
Great field position. Can't complain about that starting field position so far tonight. 1 on the 44, 1 on the 49, 1 on the 47. Working with a short field is always a lot more comfortable offensively.
And they just seem to, be really controlling with the field position game, and it's helping out them stay in control, at least, somewhat of the offensive tempo, and their defense is playing really, really well right now on that last drive, driving them back to the goal line. Hal stays in a quarterback. He throws a screen out wide, and that's going to be caught. Not much going, though. Only about a yard or 2 gain before progress was stopped on that one. So it will be a 2nd down and about 8. We've seen the Manor Mustangs run a lot of screens tonight, Coach, to really get the ball out to the players in space. I've seen it used a few times here for the Raiders, but again, not too much down the field action for the Raiders thus far.
No, and here's that tight bunch set. We've double slot on each side.
Yeah, and they go a little quick to the line out of the huddle. Ends up being a gain of about 3, so we'll be about a 3rd down and about 6 to go here for the Raiders. Maybe a passing situation if you're in purple. 7 minutes and 40 seconds in the second quarter, first half left. 10-7 here. The Raiders are up. Tight formation again here, Coach. They're going to go maybe back to the run game. Nope. Throws it out wide open to Jake McGill, who takes it down the field, and a simple designed play-action boot play ends up netting them good yardage.
And he's wide open because guess who drew the attention of 2 guys all the way down the field?
Mr. Brooks, so
yeah.
Yes.
There are 2 guys running off with him and going, uh-oh, one of us should have been on the intermediate guy.
And just a couple of drag routes, pick your option, whatever they don't cover, take what they give you. And we have a stack formation out wide. Motion here. Swing pass, screen, and Devenish takes it up the field. He's such a quick runner. You think that he's about to get gobbled up and just escapes, but it will be enough for a 1st down. Ball is going to go down to about the 12-yard line.
Yeah, they're mixing things up pretty well right now. They need to keep this up. A little short game, little intermediate passing, swing route out of the backfield. Looking real sharp right now.
Again, just getting it out to your players in space and creating space for those to happen. And we'll have the same kind of design look of a play-action boot, but he'll give it this time. Will be a gain close to about 3 or 4 yards. So they'll be inside the 10-yard line, right at the 9.
And that's why a bootleg's effective. A bootleg doesn't really matter if you can't run the football a little bit. If the bootleg is off of a run play.
Right.
And they run their bootleg off they've shown to do it off the fake pitch. They've shown to do it off the zone. And
you got to run the football to do the play action. It just sets up so much of your offense when you are able to run the football effectively, not just have to resort to throwing it 50 times a game. Ace formation, motion here for Devenish, and handoff up the middle. Nowhere going, but in on the carry, number 21, and that's Malik Hamilton, the running back. So getting a lot of touches from a lot of different running backs tonight for the Raiders, as it will be 3rd down and about 7 to go here. Line to gain is right at the 3-yard line, and they're right at the 9. So 6 yards to go. We'll see what they draw up. They're putting Mr. Brooks on the outside 0, right at the 10-yard line. So we'll see if they maybe throw a fade up to him to get a touchdown. Devenish in motion, and he's going to take the sweep. He's going to take it up the field. Didn't like what he saw on the outside. Only gets about 2. So it'll be a 4th down.
Okay, you've got a really good kicker. Do you just take the 3 points?
It looks like their offense is staying on the field. So a bit far here. So 4th down and about 5 to go. We'll see if they try to just get him to draw him off sides maybe before they send out the kicking unit, but, also last game of the year, so not holding anything back if you're one of the Cedar Ridge coaches or Manor coaches. And we'll get a flag here. Timeout from Manor.
Manor got the timeout called.
We're going to take a short break. We'll be right back.
Are you looking for a little something extra to get your business noticed? At Ideal Signs, they specialize in custom signage and large format digital printing in a variety of media. Their in-house design department can work with you to create custom artwork to your specifications. They'll work with you to conceptualize, design, and produce any custom projects or idea that you might have. Call 512-930-7446 or visit signsforsports.com. Ideal Signs, family owned and operated since 1969.
Visit Maze Street Boutique in Round Rock for all your shopping needs. Whether you're looking for a special gift or that perfect outfit that everyone will love, we have you covered. Come visit us in-store or shop us online at mazestreet.com. We appreciate your business and thank you for shopping local.
All right, so we're back here. Big fourth down here, Coach. They're deciding to go for it, leaving the offense out in the field. Fourth down and about 5. Again, we just mentioned that, it could be just out there to try to draw them off sides, but
it can't be because they don't have a kicker. We've
right.
established that.
Definitely have a good kicker in Togas, and flag
And
here
flag.
comes from the
The back
secondary. So we'll see what the call is. It's going to be on Manor. Maybe they jumped in the neutral zone. Not really sure, but Cedar Ridge gets what they want. Will that be enough for a first down, though? Does not look like it. It's going to be close.
Illegal participation. They had 12 guys on the field.
And
That's why the guy in the back made the call.
Yeah, Cedar Ridge, gets off easy here, and now creates, instead of a 4th and 6, a 4th and 1 off of the penalty, and they're going to take another timeout, and we're going to take another break. We're going to go to some of our sponsors.
Are you ready to take your celebrations to the next level? Imagine luxury indoor sleepovers that bring the magic of glamping right into your home, or a posh picnic party that brings elegance and charm to your outdoor space. Whether you're planning a birthday bash or a simple get-together with friends, Pop-Up Parties and Posh Events is here to make your dreams come true for any special occasion. Our event planning services will ensure every detail is perfect, leaving you free to enjoy the moment. So let Pop-Up Parties and Posh Events turn your next celebration into a memorable masterpiece.
And so after the penalty, the Raiders are setting up shop on the 4th down and 1. It was a 4th down and 6, folks. So, getting off pretty easy there. They look like they're going to run this one right at the middle. And ball's on the floor. Did look like there was a bit of a surge. So we'll see where they spot this.
Turnover on downs. They get a stop. It's 4th and 6. They get a 5-yard penalty. It's 4th and 1. And we go under center and turn it over.
And again, that's a a drive that ends up not netting any points, but being successful. One benefit, if you're looking at any bright side here, silver lining, is now Manor has to set up shop within their own 5-yard line, which, as you know, has been a little bit tough as they've gone backwards.
Yeah, Zach, but it just gives number 3 a little further to go if they want to just run him by people and give him another crack at it.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a almost walk-in touchdown that we saw last time. But Manor, with the quarterback's heels on the goal line, will take the snap and will throw a slant route. Caught, open, and, Coach, just as you were talking about, number 3, there he goes. He's taking off. No one's going to catch him, Coach.
I was just joking, but I guess that's kind of what we're talking about, huh?
Absolutely, and what dazzling speed from the outside. Just caught the slant route and just goes in for 6 points. It makes it 13-0 off of one play, 95 yards down the field.
Wow, that was impressive. Just run a hitch, make a guy miss, and say, you know what? See you guys. None of y'all can catch me.
And flag on the play here most likely was for the celebration at the end of the run there after running 95 yards and doing a bit of an NFL-style celebration. But we'll see what the call is here. Was right before the goal line.
Well, that celebration wasn't any better than those coaches right over to your right in the press box. They were jumping around like, holy smokes.
And
what a change.
Yeah, it looks like they take the points off the board. Take the points off the board. And that means that the Raiders were coming out with an opportunity to save face. Well, they haven't put the points up on the board yet. Apologies. They're lining up for the kick, so of course they scored. It happened after, so lining up for the kick. Just an extra long one. We'll see where it goes. And another timeout called on the field. So we got some choppy play here. Manor coaches are wondering, what kind of happened there and trying to figure that out. But another
I bet
timeout.
if we were down there, it'd be really obvious why they had an excessive celebration call.
Yeah, and again, it's just it was crazy, Coach. You called it. I'm baffled. Instead of the go route, it's just a simple, slant. Let's get out of the, kind of give ourselves some breathing room, and ends up going for 6.
One missed tackle against a guy that fast. See ya.
Yep.
Doesn't matter where you are. You can do it from your 5. You could do that thing from the 30-yard line and have the same result. But that was impressive.
Just got a glimpse of it on the previous drive or 2 previous drives ago, and then that drop happens and they go right back to it.
Well, now he's really mad because he should be at about 150, 170 yards receiving already.
And so they do take the points off the board.
What in the world?
And so now they're dropping back to pass. First down at 10. Quarterback takes off and runs down to the field. Coach, I've never seen them take – I guess they never put the points on the board, but the celebration prematurely caused the penalty to come out. And that technicality –
I didn't see it as he was running.
Yeah.
Yeah, but –
Oh, after the play, you mean? Yeah.
Yes.
So
usually something like that is it's really overt and really obvious. I don't know.
And they made the call, so now it's 2nd down and 3. Manor's still knocking on the door here. Handoff up the middle, and that will be enough for a first down.
Not quite. I don't think he got it.
Yeah, they're going to mark it a bit short. We'll see what the signal is.
It's going to be 3rd and maybe 1.
Yep.
Well, how about now to step up defensively and make a huge play and get this thing back in line the way it had been going the first half.
Yeah, absolutely. And Cedar Ridge gets the ball at halftime. So, this is a crucial drive for them to, if they get a stop here, only, get to maybe a 10 or field goal, but have to get to that point. And false start here for Manor as Cedar Ridge does a shift on the defensive line and gets the offensive line to jump a bit.
Just absolutely killing themselves.
Multiple penalties, 3rd down and 1. Now you're sitting at a 3rd down, and it's going to be a much longer situation for you. 3rd down and 6 instead of an easy 3rd down and 1. 2-down situation either way for them, more than likely being a little bit further from the field goal.
Sure.
And now split down to the bottom of the street, 2 receivers. Motion here. Handoff up the middle. Has some room to work. Not enough for a first down, though, so it will be 4th down, about 2 or 3 to go.
Gosh almighty. Here we go. A big stop right here would be absolutely huge for this Cedar Ridge team at this moment. Could have been getting their dauber down, not liking the way things are going. Shoot, Coach, here we go again. That whole thing. Heck no, they're going to get a stop right here, maybe go down and score and open this thing up.
Yeah, 4th down and about 4 to go, so a long way for Manor to make this happen. But The Cedar Ridge Raiders with the opportunity here to get off the field and get the offense back on the field with the shot to score before this half. Play clock goes down to 0. Having to take the last time out for the Manor Mustangs on this one. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be right back.
The Lodge Poker Club is a members-only card club offering a wide range of daily and tournament gameplay. In Round Rock, just off exit 251 on I-35, the Lodge now boasts the largest card room in Texas with 82 tables, comfortable chairs, and 40 75-inch TVs. The Lodge provides fully trained dealers and on-site security with state-of-the-art camera system to ensure the comfort and safety of our members. Open 24 hours a day. More information at thelodgepokerclub.com or call us at 512-614-4045. You are listening to the Horn Webcast Network, powered by iHSFAN. If you're interested in advertising on or privately supporting this webcast, please reach out to us on Twitter at iHSFAN. All audio rights of this webcast.
So 4th down here, folks, and Manor is electing to go for it here. Motion, handoff. No, it's a keeper for the quarterback. He has room to work, and he ends up getting the first down on the run. Quarterback kept it and was quick enough to just escape and make a great play. So we'll set them up with the first down and first and goal with 2 minutes and 20 seconds left in this half.
How crucial was that?
Yeah, that was clutch by the quarterback. We've seen him a few times tonight, be able to make some moves with his feet, and they're making a very big play to give them a first and goal. So 2 minutes and 20 seconds left in this half. And if you're Manor, you're wanting to get a touchdown. And they're looking like they're going to do a QB sneak right here. Ends up going back in the backfield. Snap here. And that's a walk-in touchdown. And it is, guess who it is, Mr. Number 3 for the Manor Mustangs. So he finally gets his touchdown. And it is 13-10. Manor up now against the Raiders.
Well, in my opinion, so far this game has been defined by 4th down plays, whether or not they've been good or bad, and we've seen both.
Yes, we have. This is a great way to put it, and that ball is going to be kicked right through the uprights to give them a 14-10 lead going in to halftime here with about 2 minutes and 15 seconds left here, Coach. Cedar Ridge has scored quickly on one of their drives in one play, and we've seen, a few big plays this year for the team with Brooks as well as Devonish, even McGill making some plays as well as, obviously Pippin, the quarterback. So we'll see what they draw up here and see if they can get their guys open. 2 minutes and 15 seconds is a lot of time. Still 2 timeouts as well.
Plenty time. That's not the issue. The issue is they have not been able to get anything consistent going.
That is true. And so they line up to receive the kick, and back to receive it is Josiah Ray as well as number 28, Christian Hall. So they'll be doing the bidding there. We'll see where they kick it to. Last time the ball was kicked only to about the 33-yard line, where it was fielded by the Raiders and dropped for a tackle promptly. So we'll see where they end up kicking this one. That second line has to be ready for the ball.
Okay, here we go.
Yep, Raiders coming out. Senior night tonight here, folks. Here we go. Here comes the kick from the Mustangs. And that ball is going to be kicked further than the first one. And that ball is received by Christian Hall, who takes it up the field. Not much room to run, but he spins out of it. Has some room to work, Coach. He's down the sideline. Ends up keeps his legs moving, and he looked like he was about to be tackled at 15-yard line. Ends up making it all the way out to 30-yard line, and some fancy footwork there to make it happen.
Boy, that was a great effort right here by that young man. Could have been smoked way back there, and he said, I'll go the other way.
Just put on the brakes, did a spin move, stiff arm combo, and now sets up the offense in a much better spot than there would have been had he been tackled where he was initially touched. 2 minutes and 3 seconds left in this half, and see Pippin come back out at quarterback as Howe had taken a few drives the first recently, and now Pippen's back in at quarterback, and they're running back this tight set here, Coach. They've had success here running the football, if you remember, against the Round Rock game when they moved to the set. So see what they do here. Devonish takes the ball. He's just got some room to work. He always works for his yardage, no matter how long or how short it is. He's always working for it, and that ball will be bringed out to about the 33-yard line.
When
Second
Devonish
down.
doesn't have room to work, he makes room to work, Zach, and that's what impresses me about that young man.
Great vision in the backfield, just to follow his blockers, be patient, tight formation again. So it looks like Cedar Ridge is not necessarily wanting to hit a home run here, but just passing it. And Pippen rolls out, bootleg. McGill again catches it. Does he get out of bounds? I don't know. Clock will stop, though, despite as he got a first down to the 50-yard line. So Cedar Ridge trying to lull the Mustangs to sleep a bit there with a couple, seemingly 2 plays running the ball in a row, but catches them sleeping and gets on the drag route a first down, and ball will be right at the 45-yard line. Clock is running. 2 receivers down to the bottom side of your screen here. And Pippen is joined by his running back. Takes the snap, has time, steps in the pocket, delivers a deep ball, and that ball is going to be almost caught, intended for Audric Williams, the sophomore, who we've actually seen make a few big plays this year, dating back to the Round Rock game as well as the Vista Ridge game. If it's not Brooks or it's not McGill, it's Audric Williams. And so he almost pulls that one in.
He's going to wish he just ran through the ball that time. There's no reason to jump, and he did, and just kind of threw him off a little bit. Had he just kept going, he would have snagged it with his hands and kept going.
And Pippen steps back. He has a go route down to Brooks, and Brooks makes a backwards catch. And they're going to call this out of bounds. He stepped out. Brooks made a phenomenal-looking snag, but it ends up going incomplete. Back shoulder throw, and he just high-pointed that one, Coach. What an athletic play.
Boy, he's special.
Didn't get a good enough look to see if he came down with it. I know he stepped out, but it looked like he almost made the catch, which was spectacular. But 43 seconds left now in this half. 3rd down and about 10. So expecting another pass play here. Pippen throws the ball out wide. That's McGill again. He has some room to work, and he gets up the field for about a gain of about 7 or 8. Makes it more manageable here on the 4th down, but we'll see what they do here if they go forward, if they punt this one away. 36 seconds left in this one.
Going to be 4th and 4, it looks like, Zach, and they're going to, I do believe they're going to go for it.
Pippen coming over to the sideline, get the call from his coach.
What they need to do right here is they need to throw a swing pass to Saquon and let him spin move, make a guy miss, and then jump over a guy backwards. You think that's going to be a button on a Madden game next year?
Oh,
anyway.
Yeah, they're going to have to make that one happen. And so Pippen takes a snap, has time to throw, throws it out deep. That is a great throw from Pippen, and he makes a strong throw out there, ends up getting to his receiver for a first down. So big throw and catch there.
That's a big arm throw right there, throwing all the way out there outside the numbers.
And so we'll be calling a timeout here. We're going to hear a word from our sponsors, but we'll be right back.
Longtime McNeil parent Brian Kerman is a realtor who works for RE/MAX Capital City. Brian is involved in helping Round Rock families buy, sell, invest, and lease properties in the greater Austin area. He has been doing so for over 24 years. As a thank you to the community, he will be honored to donate $1,000 to your favorite booster club or other 501c3 if you use him and you close on a property. We hope you will contact Brian for all of your real estate needs at 512-921-4490 or at briankerman@remax.net.
Yeah, and back to the field, we have the Raiders taking up shop from the first down at the 36-yard line. 27 ticks left in this one. So, it's going to come down to a couple plays here on the drive and the last little amount of time here in the second half. Pippen's still in the ball game here at quarterback. They like this formation, Coach, with the stack trips, but twin stack on the inside. Pippen takes the snap, throws it out to Mr. Brooks, caught over the middle, and that's going to be enough for another first down. So ball will be placed at the 20-yard line. Great throw and catch there. Brooks just stepped up into the field, ran a post route, and caught it over the middle. Great throw by the quarterback in the window where it needed to be in the zone coverage.
Obviously, they're expecting Brooks to go deep, and he broke it off inside.
Oh, and then quarterback throws it around, and it's going to be an incomplete pass. Ball got tipped as Pippen stepped up in his throw and ends up falling to the turf. So it will be a 2nd down and 10. Luckily on that play, a couple seconds took off the clock, so it will be 10 seconds left in this half, Coach.
Well, number 70's coming off mad because his helmet popped off, and I think he's thinking there were hands to the face. And he could have had a penalty on the defense, and he could have stayed out there. But after his helmet comes off, he has to take a play off.
Pippen steps up, rolls out, ends up just throwing this one out wide. A good decision, noting how much time is left on the clock and where they are on the field. You know, Togus is a good leg, and he's going to be setting out there. 6 seconds left in this one. So Cedar Ridge showing some life at the end of this half. I mean, they took it down into their territory twice on these last 2 drives and then went for it last time, ended up with a fumbled snap and did not get a touchdown or any points. Now they're setting up for a field goal.
38-yarder into the wind, Zach. This is pretty impressive if he can nail it.
And Togus has had a strong leg all year, so we'll see where he comes down from. But Cedar Ridge looking to get some points before halftime. Snap, hold, kick is away. Beautiful kick, Coach. We couldn't ask for a better one.
Wow. How about that with zeros on the scoreboard?
And that's it. So we'll keep it here for halftime, folks, because we got an action-packed, little bit of business here for the next 28 minutes. We'll run through some of our sponsors. We're going to, look at the bands play as well as, the dance team that's, they always have a lot of commitment themselves. It's not just football tonight. We're also going to, check in around some scores from around the district, around Austin area, keep you all up to date with that. And then also recap a little bit of this game. But before we do that, we're going to listen to some of our words from our sponsors. So we'll be right back, but we'll enjoy it here.
Alpha Paving Industries, LLC, is an award-winning, full-service paving and pavement maintenance company. We are headquartered in Round Rock with offices in Houston and Dallas-Fort Worth, servicing cities throughout Texas. In an industry typically known for its lack of professionalism and customer service, Alpha Paving Industries was founded with a vision to provide Texas with a trusted, dependable paving contractor that delivers a strong customer experience, meticulous project management, utmost professionalism, and quality workmanship. In 2013, Alpha Paving Industries, LLC was awarded the City of Austin Small Business of the Year Award for its outstanding service in the City of Austin, and was recognized this year as a top contractor with 4constructionpros.com. These awards are a testament to how we do business with all our customers. If you're looking for Texas's most dependable asphalt paving contractor, contact Alpha today. Longtime McNeil parent Brian Kerman is a realtor who works for RE/MAX Capital City. Brian is involved in helping Round Rock families buy, sell, invest, and lease properties in the greater Austin area. He has been doing so for over 24 years. As a thank you to the community, he will be honored to donate $1,000 to your favorite booster club or other 501c3 if you use him and you close on a property. We hope you will contact Brian for all of your real estate needs at 512-921-4490 or at briankerman@remax.net. Bush's Chicken is a proud supporter of area schools, athletic programs, and booster clubs, with stores in Cedar Park, Round Rock, Georgetown, both North and South Austin, and our newest store serving Pflugerville and Hutto. Bush's serves the Texas standard in real hand-battered fried chicken and crispy tenders, tasty rolls, and that famous Bush's sweet tea. Bush's Chicken, proud supporter of area schools, athletic programs, and booster clubs. The Texas Standard. Bush's Chicken. It's good, good, good. Interested in or looking for a home in the premier 55 and better community of Sun City, Texas? Trust the Stacy Group and realtor Cameron Freeman. Cameron specializes in buying and selling new and resale homes in the active adult Del Webb community in beautiful Georgetown, Texas. Contact realtor Cameron Freeman at the Stacy Group today with a text or call to 512-740-1836 to learn more. In the heart of Austin, there's a name that reigns supreme, Covert Ford. For over 114 years, Covert Ford has been driven by the community, offering unbeatable service and a wide selection of vehicles. From the rugged F-150 to the iconic Expedition, Covert Ford has the perfect ride for every journey life offers. Visit Covert Ford Austin, where community drives us. CovertFord.com, off Research Boulevard. Join the Covert family today.
Are you looking for a little something extra to get your business noticed? At Ideal Signs, they specialize in custom signage and large format digital printing in a variety of media. Their in-house design department can work with you to create custom artwork to your specifications. They'll work with you to conceptualize, design, and produce any custom projects or idea that you might have. Call 512-930-7446 or visit signsforsports.com. Ideal Signs, family owned and operated since 1969.
Visit Maze Street Boutique in Round Rock for all your shopping needs. Whether you're looking for a special gift or that perfect outfit that everyone will love, we have you covered. Come visit us in-store or shop us online at mazestreet.com. We appreciate your business and thank you for shopping local.
Are you ready to take your celebrations to the next level? Imagine luxury indoor sleepovers that bring the magic of glamping right into your home, or a posh picnic party that brings elegance and charm to your outdoor space. Whether you're planning a birthday bash or a simple get-together with friends, Pop-Up Parties and Posh Events is here to make your dreams come true for any special occasion. Our event planning services will ensure every detail is perfect, leaving you free to enjoy the moment. So let Pop-Up Parties and Posh Events turn your next celebration into a memorable masterpiece.
The Lodge Poker Club is a members-only card club offering a wide range of daily and tournament gameplay. In Round Rock, just off exit 251 on I-35, the Lodge now boasts the largest card room in Texas with 82 tables, comfortable chairs, and 40 75-inch TVs. The Lodge provides fully trained dealers and on-site security with state-of-the-art camera system to ensure the comfort and safety of our members. Open 24 hours a day. More information at thelodgepokerclub.com or call us at 512-614-4045. Alpha Paving Industries, LLC, is an award-winning, full-service paving and pavement maintenance company. We are headquartered in Round Rock with offices in Houston and Dallas-Fort Worth, servicing cities throughout Texas. In an industry typically known for its lack of professionalism and customer service, Alpha Paving Industries was founded with a vision to provide Texas with a trusted, dependable paving contractor that delivers a strong customer experience, meticulous project management, utmost professionalism, and quality workmanship. In 2013, Alpha Paving Industries LLC was awarded the City of Austin Small Business of the Year Award for its outstanding service in the City of Austin, and was recognized this year as a top contractor with 4constructionpros.com. These awards are a testament to how we do business with all our customers. If you're looking for Texas's most dependable asphalt paving contractor, contact Alpha today.
So, folks, we are back and having some technical difficulties down on the field. Wanted to bring you a word from our title sponsor here tonight, folks. AutoNation Chevrolet proudly supports Round Rock ISD football programs. Are you looking for a big win? Shop their unbeatable selections of new Silverados, Colorados, Equinoxes, Tracks, and more. Plus, score for your car by selling to a team at AutoNation Chevrolet. Get your quick online appraisal at AutoNation Chevrolet WestAustin.com, then get paid the same day. It's that easy. Visit AutoNation Chevrolet at 183 Duval today. Together, let's ride. So, folks, this is right now the Manor Band as well as their color guard performing. We're going to leave it here for a bit longer, let you guys kind of sit in and watch both these schools' bands and color guards kind of do their thing. But we'll be right back. About 19 minutes left in the halftime portion of this game. So we'll make sure to bring it back to you a little bit closer. We'll update you with scores as well as, a little bit of an in-depth analysis in terms of, how this game is going, what we can kind of see going forward, and then we'll be right back to the action. But we're going to leave it here, so enjoy. All right, y'all, we're back. We're getting ready for the Cedar Ridge Raiders to run out of the blow-up, but we just saw some great performances by both schools. And, Coach, just checking in around the districts, have some good games going on right now. We'll give you an update. Round Rock Westwood is playing Vista Ridge right now, who Vista Ridge is going to playoffs, but they are down 20-3 right now against Westwood, who has one win in district, out in Vandergrift, where we have the top championship matchup. Round Rock has 0 points, and Vandergrift is leading 28-0 right now, folks. They are looking like the top 10 ranked team that they are in the state, rolling up into playoffs next week. And then Hutto versus McNeil.
How about those Mavericks, Zach?
Yes, sir. The McNeil Mavericks are up big, 35-10 against Hutto for that last playoff spot. So McNeil, again, if you remind yourself of last year, folks, they made the first playoffs in about 20 years. 2004 was the last time McNeil made the playoffs before 2023 last year. So it's been quite a while, but it seems like McNeil might be returning back to the playoffs back-to-back years. However, they still got another half football to play. And in this game, it is 14-13, Coach. The Raiders have looked pretty good on offense. They've had a few, hiccups here and there. You mentioned fourth downs and how pivotal they've been so far in this matchup.
They've been the story of the game so far. In the first half, what happens on fourth down on that second drive where they fourth down, let's punt it away, put them in bad field position. No, we're not going to punt it away. We're going to do a fake. We're going to get a first down, go down there, kick a field goal. Now we're up, what was it, 10-0? And it was, what did we say, 9-20
Yep.
in the first quarter, and it was already 10-0. And then, Manor makes their little run, and then they can't get anything going. They go down there on fourth down. They put the ball on the ground with a center quarterback exchange. They don't get the 1 yard for a first down. They didn't go for a field goal to take points that they think they could have had. I'm telling you, it's been really, really interesting to see how big fourth downs have been so far.
And gutsy play calls so far on fourth down. I mean, there's not really much to lose for either of these schools, both not being playoff bound. So dipping into that bag of tricks. But, how do you not get to that fourth down spot? And it seems like both teams have had a bit of a tough time running the ball consistently and getting things consistently going. We've seen the pass game open up a few times, but Manor had one really big play and another long sustained drive that has led to scores. Cedar Ridge has had one really big play and then a couple of drives that have just ultimately not resulted in the end result of a touchdown. Luckily getting 3 points 2 out of the 3 times, but wishing now maybe they should have gone for a field goal instead of that fumbled snap that happened. But, Coach, not getting the fourth down is probably going to be crucial in this next half.
Well, you and I were talking during one of the breaks. We kind of feeling lucky that at the time that instead of 14-10, that it wasn't 21-10, because they had obviously number 3 is their stud duck athlete, because he can make some things happen offensively. He dropped one that would have been a 60-yard touchdown, whatever it was. Mm-hmm. Then he comes back because he had a step or two on him, just dropped it right through his hands. And then he comes back and turns a hitch into a 95-yard touchdown where he just outruns everybody. So with that being a weapon they've got, we're kind of lucky that it's a 14-13 ball game right now. Yeah,
absolutely. And here comes Cedar Ridge, led out there by Christian Hall, number 28. And, they're gearing up for this one. Last game of the year, senior night, hoping to put on a show here for the fans. But, Coach, number 3 out there for Manor is a weapon. And they're looking to probably get him the ball a lot more in this half. Granted, the run game has not really been there too much for them. But, credit to Manor so far for sticking in this one. Could have put their head down early as the 10-0 lead really jumped out. But, scoring a bunch of points back-to-back, leading to the lead now. So they'll be able to kick it off here. But we're just about ready to get underway here, folks. Super excited to bring this one to you. And again, we'll be bringing you guys updates throughout the night of the other games in district. But another word from our title sponsor here, folks. AutoNation Chevrolet proudly supports the Round Rock ISD football programs. Are you looking for a big win? Shop their unbeatable selection of new Silverados, Colorados, Equinoxes, Trax, and more. Plus, score cash for your car by selling it to them at AutoNation Chevrolet. Get a quick online appraisal now at AutoNationChevroletWestAustin.com. Then get paid the same day. It's that easy. Visit AutoNation Chevrolet at 183 and Duval today. Together, let's drive. And so, Manor Mustangs looking to punt this or kick this one away. We've seen
interesting, Zach. Check it out. They chose to kick into the wind right here.
And even a little bit more interesting is where they're going to kick this one. We've seen a ball kick to the 30-yard line, ball kick to the 15-yard line. So let's see where he puts it. And that one's going to be on the ground. Tough one to field. We'll go back to Christian Hall, who had a good return last time. Makes a move. He's got some room on the outside, Coach. He takes it. He keeps moving. More spin moves from him. He's a spin cycle out there. Takes it out to the 44-yard line. Be a first down for the Raiders. And he's gotten a few big runs. It just big body out there, just is able to move quickly and get around tacklers.
Yeah, he's a great athlete out there. Makes you wonder why he doesn't get more touches when he's in there.
Absolutely, and he is listed as a running back / defensive back, the junior. So a lot of seniors in this running back room may just be next in line type of deal for him. But he's obviously a great player for them. So. We'll see the snap here. Have Pippin back there at quarterback. Fake handoff to Josiah Ray, the rollout smash. Pippin throws a deep ball. What a beautiful pass. And that's caught. That's caught. Great snag there. And that's, again, Reese Brooks, the senior wide receiver, tight end combo, just goes up and grabs it.
He just got mossed.
Yeah.
I think he did. I think he just got mossed.
Yeah, that is the definition. You look it up in the dictionary, and a picture of that just happened. Just goes up and rises to catch it. I mean, such a height advantage for Brooks there. Handoff up the middle. Just Josiah Ray has some moves and gets about 4 yards there. So Cedar Ridge starting off punching hard.
Well, they got what they wanted on the first play out of that formation, and it seemed like that formation has been good at times throughout the year. I would just like to see him get in that formation and march it down the field, mixing in the run and pass.
And so stacked outside to the right on the bottom of your screen here, motion, handoff to Josiah Ray again. He makes some moves, gets the ball out to, it looks like it's going to be close to a first down, but it will be marked at the 19. Line to gain is the 18-yard line, so just a hair short. But we'll bring up an easy kind of decision here for Coach. Wonder if they're going to go to throw a pass here.
Yeah, you got 2 downs to get a yard and a half. Is where I may take a chance and go over the top and try and get an easy one-on-one matchup because they're screwing down their safeties to stop the run.
Yeah, definitely. We've seen them been able to get a yard or two here with Josiah Ray in the backfield. But, Coach, that would be a good idea to see if they can just jump one over the middle, single-man coverage. And that's what they'll do. They roll out, throw to the corner of the end zone. Nothing doing there. Tough, tight coverage on the play, and we'll bring up a 4th down and 2, Coach. Another 4th down.
Woo. If I had a kick, well, they do have that kicker, and there he goes.
And that was a quicker decision than
no doubt.
Maybe they would have thought of early in the first half.
No doubt. I'm kind of surprised they didn't try and get him to jump off sides.
Well, we'll see, again, if they dig into their bag of tricks here with some sort of fake, but more than likely just going to be easy chip shop here for Togas, who's been able to drill them all night tonight. Same here. So Togas is able to put the Raiders back up in the lead here, and they take the 16-14 lead.
Same bat time, same bat channel. He is Mr. Automatic.
And you got to love trusting him to, trot out there. Probably anything within 30 yards is pretty much automatic, and you're going to walk away with 3 points. Got to be such a nice feeling to have if you're a coach.
Oh, it's just awesome.
And so electing to not go for it on fourth down. We'll see if, anything, kind of changes going into the fourth quarter if they continue with that MO. But now we'll get to see the first drive of the second half for the Manor Mustangs, and we'll see if they go back to number 3, Mr. Clay, who's been having a great night tonight.
We're not going to see much if we can't get a kick return team out here. And here they come. Well,
here come a few of them. Still looking for some direction on the sideline there. Finally bring out all their men, and they're getting ready to receive this one. Manor in
Is it me, or was that odd?
That was a bit odd. Usually you guys got
all right.
those, they're ready to go. You got the kick team all lined up together, and you say, go out there. And it's pretty quick, but.
Return right,
Yep.
return right, return left, whatever. Middle return, whatever they decide on, but whatever.
Doesn't matter. Ball goes out of the back of the end zone. Will be placed at the 25-yard line, and that's a great kick by Tugas, who almost hit. That was a boot, so he's got a leg on him. But first time we'll see this defense out for this half, and they've had some good drives where they've pushed them back, stopped them on first down, but they've also had a few letdowns and some big plays.
Yeah, it's the big plays that have really bit them in the rear. So let's give up the big plays. Giving up the big plays, and we're going to be in good shape.
And so quarterback comes out there with 2 receivers down to the bottom screen, twin set, H-back in the backfield, handoff up the middle, and again, met in the backfield. Not much doing there for the Mustangs in on the play.
Zach, it sounds silly to you, but I may find White Hat before this thing's at the end of this game and ask him on the opening kickoff when that thing went out of bounds. That still bothered me.
Yeah.
I just can't get over it. I don't know how you can kick off like that and there's no penalty.
Yeah, it was clearly bounced out at the 1 and went out of bounds. No penalty, and that's just, clear violation. So you'll have to let me know how that conversation goes, Coach. But formation stays the same. Handoff up the middle, fake. Ends up throwing it out wide. Ball fall harmlessly to the floor, but ends up being, that same type of look here for Manor in that slant, get the man coverage kind of, look that you want.
He's wide open.
And he's wide open.
He threw it a little bit behind. Number 2 gets his hands on it, just doesn't come up with it. But we're in good shape now. It's 3rd and 10. Now we have a pretty good idea they're going to be chunking it.
Yeah, wouldn't be surprised if they threw a screen here. They've been doing that a lot on 3rd and longs, and it's been working for them. So Cedar Ridge got to be ready for that, and I'm sure there's adjustment at halftime. Over the middle again, and that's to number 3, Mr. Clay, who takes it up the field. He's still moving, folks. He does not go down easy. And, wow, what an athlete he is, and they're trying to get him the ball any way they can. Great tackling, though, by the team because he's a tough one to take down.
Did DeSoto have somebody miss the bus?
Yeah.
He just jumped in here with Manor tonight.
Yeah, Mr. Jordan Clark is out there balling tonight for him.
Holy smokes. He is different. He is different, Zach. I'm telling you.
I mean, as a coach who's seen plenty of NFL talent in the high school level over the years, I definitely trust you. And design play here for the slip screen pass ends up going for nothing. Almost picked off. Great coverage there from the Raider, and that was Devin Crank, the senior. He was able to make a good play out there. And credit the quarterback putting it in there on a 3rd down and long situation, but obviously Clark able to make a play there. We'll be 2nd down and 10 here, folks, from the 48-yard line for the Mustangs in on the Cedar Ridge Raiders side. Twins to the bottom of your screen here. Handoff up the middle. Again, not really much going there, but he dances around and gets about 2 or 3 yards despite being met in the backfield.
Boy, how he got 3 yards there is beyond me because he was smoked in the backfield.
And tackle made by Daniel Areo. Good tackle there, but yeah, he just kind of danced around back there. They like the misdirection with the running back on that one where, he's taking it one way and then bounces it right away. But 3rd down and about 8 here for the Mustangs, and they have a ace set here running back to the right of the quarterback. Snap is on the ground. It's a bit low. He throws it out wide, has a man wide open, and that ball will be caught, taken out of bounds around the 28-yard line, so a 1st down, and that ball was caught by Mr. Jordan Clark, for a first down for the Mustangs.
Shocker.
And we haven't seen much of a pass rush to really affect the quarterback like we're used to seeing for the Raiders. Whenever it's a run play, we usually see them pushing back, but we're used to seeing this, them create havoc back there.
We've seen a lot more heat than they're showing tonight.
And tackle made.
I don't know if it's – I'm sorry, Zach.
No.
Go ahead.
No, and tackle made, but you're right. It might be scheme because their quarterback could be, a bit faster and they don't want to break contain, but, it's not what we're used to.
No, we're used to seeing quarterbacks running scared back there when they're playing this purple defense. But, he looks plenty comfy back there.
Helmet does come off, so he'll have to take a breather for one play. We'll see what they call here. It looks like Jordan Clark will be the quarterback in absence of number 11, who is Celeste Wambe.
I guess that's not a bad option if you have to put someone else back there.
And so option play here, read option, ends up breaking a few tackles, and he breaks more. And he's able to take this one into the end zone. And so number 23, that's Xavier Hill, a name we know very well, played on this team last year, ends up going in for 6.
Wow.
And, that's a name that this team knows very well. And, it was a good score there. Will be 20-16. With 6 minutes and 37 seconds left in this third quarter, and Hill able to break a few tackles there and score.
So are they going to go? A little bit of confusion right here. But, yes, they're going to come out and try and kick it.
And the Manor offense looks explosive right now, Coach.
Yes. And we saw Mr. Hill quite a few times last year with Stony Point,
Yep.
I do believe. His brother was one of the other running backs.
Yep, Stony Point. Some good group of brothers there, and will be pushed through the uprights. So 21-16 lead here for the Mustangs. And now Cedar Ridge is looking to score another touchdown. Haven't scored since the first play of their offense. Really looking to return to the end zone here.
Literally, the first play of the game, they go 44 yards on a house call, and they haven't, outside of the one where they turned it over on downs after a fumbled snap, haven't really shown
that they can do it again.
Yeah,
it's
been odd.
And a couple good drives, though. Getting it down, it's just not able to break through. Have a few score updates for y'all. Round Rock has put themselves on the board 6-28 there out in Vandergrift. And right over at Dragon Stadium, McNeil is up 42-10, scoring another touchdown against the Hutto Hippos for the Mickey Bouchon Bowl out there.
That's right.
Coach had plenty of years at both schools, went to state championship with Hutto High School back in the day, and I got the pleasure of meeting Coach under his time at McNeil. So definitely happy to see that game underway. But here comes the kick for the Mustangs, and they're going to put it on the ground again. They've been doing this a lot. Brooks fields it and takes it upfield, making some moves. And ball will be placed around the 40-yard line for them to start.
Well, that's probably about as good as you can ask for on your kickoff, because if you kick it high, if you don't have a big leg, it's just going to kind of get caught up there, and it's going to droop down and not go far at all. So just make it tough on the guys, and it's kind of hard to field one of those balls.
It is, and you give yourself a chance to maybe run down and almost recover the. It's like an onside, yeah.
Yes.
And Howe steps in at quarterback. He's going to throw it out wide, and that's McGill who catches it. He's got some room to work. Ends up going out of bounds just before the first down. We'll see if they spot it right at the 49-yard line, so a yard short. But a good play on Howe's first drive back on the second half. Seems like they give them almost like even time, Coach. 2 drives here, 2 drives here. But
yeah,
Howe
it doesn't
stepping
look
back in.
like one of them has completely dominated or one of them has done an absolutely horrible job. It's just, got stuck in the backfield.
Yeah, stuffed up there, not much going. We'll create a third down and about 2 to go. So good job on the first play to get a bunch of the yardage needed, but going backwards there.
Still 3rd and short.
Yep, still third and short.
3rd and a long 2. Should have everything in your book. If you want to take a shot, it's a good time to do it. You have plenty of room. If you want to just try and mash it and get a first down, that makes a lot of sense as well.
We'll see what they call here. Play clock is ticking down to 8 seconds. Howell is back there. Stacked receivers out to your top. Motion here. And they're going to play action.
Throw it to Brooks.
Brooks over the middle, and he catches it. It was off the hand of the defender. It almost was an interception, and Brooks comes down with it. Reese Brooks out here making plenty of plays.
That's fun. That's fun to watch.
Just throw it up there, Coach, and if he's around in the area in a 6 feet radius, he's coming down with it.
Well, it looks like they put, big old rascal who can run on him, and it just doesn't seem to matter.
Yeah, they've been placing Brooks on the line outside. He steps down to the bottom of your screen here as a single wide receiver. They're going to throw it up to him again. Outside, Howell throws it, and looks like he had a step on him. I don't know if Brooks was ready for that ball, and ball falls harmlessly to the floor. Will be a 2nd down and 10 here.
Yes, he definitely had a step on him, and he has about a head and shoulder length as far as height on him as well. So I could easily see them coming back to that look again.
Huddle here. 2nd down and 10. 5:09 left in the 3rd quarter. They'll take the snap from under center. Hand it off to Devonish up the middle. He sneaks through there, gets about 4 yards back, and makes it a little bit more manageable of a 3rd down and 6. And you probably have most of your playbook again here, Coach. Like you said,
they have 2 downs to get it.
Right.
We do know that.
And this is the area you're a little bit not worried, but you would much rather get a first down here and continue than have to take a field goal, as this might be pushed in the limits of Togus, who's been able to fire them through all night tonight. Throws it out wide. Good catch made, but will be actually an incomplete catch, and ball was intended for Devin Patterson, the sophomore, just a little bit too high and outside for him to reel it in.
Got out there kind of hot on him. He hadn't even turned around, and the ball was out of the quarterback's hands. So as soon as he turned around, it was a little bit high and behind him. Just couldn't come up with it.
So 4th down here, Coach. 4th down and 6 for the Raiders. They're looking to answer back from the big touchdown from Hill on the other side of the football. But they're going to need to get this first down here. This is a crucial play. Snap. Howell has him over the middle and get the first down and more. Great play there. Great play call. And that will be a first down from R.J. Cadill. And he did a great job getting open, just turning around. And Howell, looking at the defenders, seeing where he has a good matchup and finding it.
Good route, pushes him off, comes back, sits down. Easy completion, first down.
So now
let's see him line up and mash him and run this thing and take it down there and score. That'd be nice right now.
Howell backs up again, throws it out wide, and that's caught. Gain of about 5 on the play, so will be a nice, reset here. Will be 2nd down and about 5 to go for the Raiders as they look to get inside the goal line or inside the red zone here. Well, they're already inside the red zone. Inside goal to go as they need to get to the 9-yard line for a first down.
Yeah, I don't think we can afford to kick a field goal on this drive, Zach. Too much momentum for the Mustangs after that last drive. We need to go down there and score.
Yep, Devonish sticks his nose up in there, falls forward, and gets enough for a first down. I think they're going to give it to him. We'll see where they spot it, though.
Looks a little bit short. We have 3 fingers up in the air on the line, Judge.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Just a tad short here. So line to gain is about the 8-yard line. 3rd down and 1. So 2 downs most likely to go, Coach. You beat a little bit more aggressive here as the play clock clicks down in the third quarter. Only 3 minutes and 20 seconds left in this one. Handoff to Devenish. He gets the first down, and more will be enough for a first down. Barely, but he gets it, and now sets up goal to go for the Raiders.
They haven't moved him yet. They have not moved it. Okay, now they have.
It looked like it was plenty enough for a first, so
Yes.
barely. Apparently not. It barely was enough for a first down. So timeout taken. We're going to pause and take a brief word from some of our sponsors.
Proud supporter of area schools, athletic programs, and booster clubs. With stores in Cedar Park, Round Rock, Georgetown, both North and South Austin, and our newest store serving Pflugerville and Hutto. Bush's serves the Texas standard in real hand-battered fried chicken and crispy tenders, tasty rolls, and that famous Bush's sweet tea. Bush's Chicken, proud supporter of area schools, athletic programs, and booster clubs. The Texas standard. Bush's Chicken. It's good, good, good.
All right, folks, we are getting back into this one. Again, really, really getting close. We were just talking about it off the air a little bit. This game is probably going to come down to the wire. Both offenses finally clicking a little bit more here in the second half as Cedar Ridge is knocking on the door here. First and goal to go from the 8-yard line. Motion here. Just a quick throw out. Yeah, swing route. Gets tackled behind the line. And that was a great play made from the defensive lineman. Got off his block and was able to get out there and make a play. So backwards, this offense goes, and it will be second down and 10, a second down and goal.
Yeah, that was great redirection and effort on number 29. Okay, second down here.
Yep, second down and about 10 yards to go.
Run a bootleg and bring Brooks across. Nope.
Yeah, they're going to send him out wide. Yeah, send him out wide to the bottom of the screen here at the numbers. And they're going to pull it here with Hal. Hal's got some room to work. He shakes off a tackle, ends up getting about 3 yards. We'll see where they spot him. They're going to put him right back at the 8. So not much on that one. Will bring us to 2 minutes and about 5 seconds left in this third quarter, where Cedar Ridge is looking for an answer here to the Manor Mustangs touchdown on their last drive.
Well, if that was a zone read type play, they blocked the read guy and pulled it, and there was no one up on the force player. So,
and that's what he was trying to make a play and wasn't unable to. So here we go. Here comes the snap. Hal rolls out, and he's got some room. He throws it, ends up falling to the turf, hit his target in his hands, and Hal is on the field. Definitely a tough one there. So it'll be fourth down. We'll see what they decide to do here. Decision time here for the Raider coaching staff.
make it 21-19. You've got the best kicker we've seen this year.
They're going to roll the dice here. I think they're going to go for this one.
Get him to jump.
Yeah, get him to jump, make it a little bit closer, and then go for it. We'll see what the end result be. But right now, lining up to go for it. Snap here. Howe met in the backfield by pressure, and he's going to be sacked. Sacked on the play. Fourth down, and it will be a turnover on downs.
Fourth down again. Big oh.
Yep, we got
something was said.
Flags on the field from multiple refs.
Something was said. Well, that ain't cool. Either way, let's get this thing going. That was a great stop by the defense right there. But we need to get the ball back and go down there and score.
Absolutely. It's been kind of frustrating tonight getting the ball so close, to score a touchdown each time, having to take 3 points 3 times, and two of the times not resulting in a fourth down conversion, leading to the end of the drive. So tough sledding tonight for this offense in terms of execution and getting in the end zone. However, this game is leaning towards whoever has the ball last will most likely win, as Cedar Ridge is going to have the Manor Mustangs. They've scored 3 times tonight on a couple different drives. Will be the second time they've gotten the football this half. with 20 seconds left in the third quarter.
Well, the last 127 and then the last quarter, I think the referees are going to tighten things up on the field a little bit because they just had a meeting together and they probably talked about, hey, fellas, we need to make sure these kids shut their mouths. We need to make sure these kids act right as we try and wrap this thing up.
And, towards the end of the year, it's a little chippy. Got a lot to play for. A lot of pride is really just on the line at this point. And so we'll see the Manor Mustangs take out onto the field. Ball will be placed right around the 6-yard line. So they got their work cut out for them with a big field in front of them. But that has not disturbed them once. So open backfield, throw out wide and caught. Falls to the turf there is Clark. They just wanted to get him outside so he could run up the field and get another long touchdown.
Zach, that was still a really nice catch.
Oh, yeah.
I know it was just a 6-yard reception. One hand on an out route like that, backed up on your own 6, still pretty impressive.
Very impressive. And Manor looking to where the ball is. They're not sure where it is. Ball will be placed right around the 11-yard line for a 6-yard gain. So we'll hear the snap again. They'll run it, and tackle is made by the Raiders, and that is a name that we know very well, Benny Sears, the junior, coming in and making a big play there. 30 seconds left in the third quarter. Clock is ticking down.
Sears dominated that Round Rock game, and then he was kind of a little bit ghosted us on the Vista Ridge game. And then it's nice to see him come out and make some plays again tonight. Absolutely.
And we're going to go to fourth quarter here, folks. It is fourth quarter time, and it is exciting, kind of crunch time. We'll be right back.
Interested in or looking for a home in the premier 55 and better community of Sun City, Texas? Trust the Stacy Group and realtor Cameron Freeman. Cameron specializes in buying and selling new and resale homes in the active adult Del Webb community in beautiful Georgetown, Texas. Contact realtor Cameron Freeman at the Stacy Group today with a text or call to 512-740-1836 to learn more. In the heart of Austin, there's a name that reigns supreme, Covert Ford. For over 114 years, Covert Ford has been driven by the community, offering unbeatable service and a wide selection of vehicles. From the rugged F-150 to the iconic Expedition, Covert Ford has the perfect ride for every journey life offers. Visit Covert Ford Austin, where community drives us. Covert Ford.
We're back, folks, and so Manor has a third down here. Really tough field position as they take the snap from their own 5-yard line. Quarterback throws it out wide, and that ball is caught. Another great catch, and that ball was reeled in by Ronzel Woods, wide receiver, and he made a great play. Just went up and grabbed that one. A great throw and catch there. Will be enough for a first down and a big play here, so another big play for the Manor Mustangs.
Yeah, that was a nice ball by the quarterback. Threw it away from the defender.
And, pretty good catch as he was pretty well covered by the Raiders. We have twins to the top of your screen here. Quarterback drops the ball. It's on the turf. And that ball will be picked off. It's picked off. And that's Sears running down the sideline. Sears has a room to go. And he steps out of bounds at the 12-yard line. That ball was tipped. It was on the ground to initially start with. It was tipped. And then it was caught by Sears in the air off the tip for a big game-changing play.
Was that Sears or was that number 8?
Number 8 is Sears.
Oh.
Sears had a great play on that one. Yeah, Benny Sears, the defensive tackle junior, comes up with 2 big plays on that drive.
Oh, sure was. Same one.
Mr. Sears making a name, and you, just like you called it, Coach, you got some magic tonight, calling things left and right. You said he's been active tonight, and he shows up big. Howell steps back
that
in.
was big.
Yeah, that was huge, and it changes the outplay of the game. So Howell gets a chance to go back in there at quarterback. Let's see if they can punch this one in. Have had some struggles here early, but we'll see. And it looks to be a timeout on the field. So we'll take a quick break, but we'll be right back.
Are you looking for a little something extra to get your business noticed? At Ideal Signs, they specialize in custom signage and large format digital printing in a variety of media. Their in-house design department can work with you to create custom artwork to your specifications. They'll work with you to conceptualize, design, and produce any custom projects or idea that you might have. Call 512-930-7446 or visit signsforsports.com. Ideal Signs, family owned and operated since 1969.
Visit Maze Street Boutique in Round Rock for all your shopping needs. Whether you're looking for a special gift or that perfect outfit that everyone will love, we have you covered. Come visit us in-store or shop us online at mazestreet.com. We appreciate your business and thank you for shopping local.
And we're back here, folks, and so just discussing this, during the brief timeout. This is a very crucial play, very crucial drive here for the Raiders. They need to get in the end zone to keep this one alive. Howell takes it, and there we go. There it is. Devonish walks into the end zone untouched once again, and he scores. And Devonish scores the first touchdown of the game, and he scores that touchdown to add to his total, and that will put Cedar Ridge up in this ball game, 22-21.
Yeah, field goal wasn't going to do it on this drive.
Nope.
They needed to punch it in and take the lead and try and get back a little momentum. And they need to go for, and here they are. They're going for 2.
Yep, good play call here. Because if you go for the extra point, it's the same thing as not getting the 2-point conversion. Because if they go up by a field goal, it doesn't matter. But so great play call here. At least they can put themselves up 3 potentially to put it a little bit more comfortable for them. Howell takes a snap. He throws it out wide, and that ball is caught, but he is tracked down. Will not be enough for a 2-point conversion. So the 1-point lead is going to have to stick here, folks. But big play out of the defense, answering the call, answering the bell, and now they've injected some momentum into this offense and defense for the Raiders.
No doubt. They've got the 1-point lead, and there's plenty of time for both teams to still do stuff, but they got a little bit momentum. Maybe Uncle Mo can swing their way and get things rolling the rest of this fourth quarter.
And that's just all you need is one big play to really change things up. And, Coach, an update here in the the Westwood game in Vista Ridge. Vista Ridge has come back 24-27. They're still down 3 points here to Westwood, but Westwood was up 20-3 at halftime. So Vista Ridge fighting their way back, trying to make good on being a playoff team. McNeil still leads 42-10, and Vandergrift still leads 28-6 out there in Vandergrift. So we'll keep y'all up to date with all the scores around the district. But right now we got an action-packed game.
Yeah, we've got it going right now, and you had mentioned whoever has the ball last might be the winner of this thing.
Might be the case the way it's going. The offenses are clicking right now for both of these schools, as all the drives have ended in points in this half besides the turnover that just happened. Caught right around the 26-yard line. Will go right out of bounds there. So Manor will begin to set up their drive on the 27-yard line of their own. 11-17 left in this ball game, folks. 22-21. It is a beautiful night for football, and we are really, really happy to bring it to you. Make sure you like and subscribe to the broadcast. This is the last game for the year for the regular season. We will let y'all know very soon if we'll be doing any playoff games, but make sure you like and subscribe to the podcast, so the webcast, so we can catch y'all next year, and just so you can stay tuned with all the action iHSFAN Network brings you. So Manor looking to bounce back after a turnover and ended up into 6 points. So they're looking to get back on top here. Snap here. Handoff up the middle. Tackle made after about a 2 or 3 yard gain there. So Raiders doing a really good job against the run, especially the inside run.
Well, they need to concentrate now on where number 3 lines up. They need to make sure he does not beat him.
Yeah, maybe.
Because he's the one guy that we know can make a house call at any time.
Yeah, and as a defensive coordinator, you got to understand that and maybe put a safety a little bit over help on the cornerback for some extra help. But he's out there on the top side of your screen here, folks, so we'll see what they do here. Another run play, ends up bouncing it outside, has some room to work, and that's Hill. And Hill is very familiar to the Raiders as he was on Stony Point last year, and he knows probably, I'm sure, a lot of those guys. But ends up getting a first down here. Chains have not moved yet, so I'm not sure what we're waiting on. But first down, ball will be placed at the 41-yard line. And we're moving along here, folks. Manor has, found their rhythm in the pass game over the past few drives, but right now moving the ball well on the ground.
Yeah, they just can't get a lot of momentum going when it takes them 45 seconds to move the chains. I'm not complaining about the crew down there. I'm just saying it's hard to get any kind of momentum.
Right. When you're waiting on the chains to get set up to snap the ball.
If you want to, hey, we got a big first down, let's speed things up a little bit. That's usually when coaches will change the
tempo.
But you can't do that if it takes forever to get the chains moved.
And
now, why that's happening, I don't know.
Right.
I don't know what's going on over there, but that is definitely not the first time that's happened tonight.
And so Manor will be faced with the second down and 10 after Hill was unable to really break that one outside for a big one. But Manor looking to go down the field here and score. Raiders looking to stop him. Throw over the middle, and that's to Clark. Clark takes it and, brings in a 5-yard reception and makes it a 9-yard gain on the play. So anytime he touches the ball, you kind of hold your breath a little bit, Coach.
Yeah, it looks like he's getting ready to get smoked 1 or 2 times tonight, and he just makes a tiny little adjustment, and makes someone miss, and he's like that should have easily been a 3-yard gain, and it was a 5 or 6 yard gain.
So now 31 for Manor. Likely looking at 2-down territory, and first down here. Just enough, just got 2 yards, which is just what they needed, and Hill got that first down for Manor. So Manor taking their time here, no rush, trying to just whittle down the clock, it seems like. But 9 minutes left in this one as they're looking to the sideline for the play. First down from the 48-yard line of Cedar Ridge.
Yeah, they're definitely taking their time. I don't know if they can make this a 9-minute drive, but they're going to try.
Yeah, they're taking their time for sure. And motion here for Manor. Jet sweep. It looks like it's going to be a pass. He throws it up, and he's going to be wide open, and that's going to be dragged down. Almost a great touchdown-saving tackle, and that's by Jaden Fike, who ends up making the big play. But some trickery here, Coach, and they're digging in their bag of tricks. It's getting down to the last quarter of the last game, and so these coaches are ready to pull some out.
What doesn't he do? That was pretty good.
Yeah,
for a receiver to. I know he's
backup
a little
quarterback.
bit, yeah, backup quarterback, but I'm just saying he ain't no quarterback. But that was a pretty good ball right there.
And sets Manor up with great field position. I mean, they're right at the door, ready to score, and so motion here. Clark will take the snap, and he'll take it himself. Keeps his feet moving, but it looks like they'll be stopped the line to they'll stop his motion right around the 2-yard line. Gain of about a 1-yard play on that. So
I ain't gonna lie, Zach. If I was still an offensive coordinator and we were running triple option, he'd be a pretty viable candidate to run first-team quarterback.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
He might be able to be a QB1 running that triple option.
And he'll stay back in there, Clark, continuing to be kind of the go-to guy in the goal line area with the Wildcat formation.
Yeah, they got some big old backs in there too, don't they?
Oh, yeah. And he'll bounce it outside, keeping those feet moving, but I don't think he'll going to give him a touchdown. No, they're going to stop him right at the 1 yard line, but had a few big backs back there, Coach. A few big back numbers. Yeah, 99, 75 back there.
Big old D line.
And so,
coming in there.
They're knocking on the door here.
Back in the day, Zach, there was a stud linebacker and defensive tackle we used to get in Power I with Dylan Martinez and Cody Cantwell and just knock people's teeth out.
Those big guys just want to hit somebody. And that's going to be a touchdown for Manor as they walk into the end zone there. Just kind of ran the same play 3 times in a row. And Manor will put on some points again. Will be 27-22 against Cedar Ridge. So Cedar Ridge is going to have plenty of time. Not a question about time here, Coach.
Oh, looky here. Looky here. It looks like they're going to
try to put this one. Yeah, they're going to try to put this one a little bit out of, at least give them a chance to be tied if Cedar Ridge goes down and decides to kick a field goal, or not kick a field goal, kick the extra point after.
Yeah.
So, big play here. Really, really crucial play.
Yeah, this is big for them. Huge stop right here. Huge stop is needed.
Motion. Another motion here. And they're going to reverse this. Ball's going to hit the floor. And it's just going to fall down. I don't know who recovered. It looks like Cedar Ridge recovered. Doesn't matter.
No, sir. Sure doesn't. All I know is we need to go down and score right now.
Yep. Cedar Ridge has one job to do, and it's to get points on this board and get a touchdown.
Come on, kick return.
And another update in scores. McNeil happily ahead, but Hutto is coming back strong. Have scored 12 straight, 42-22 in the fourth quarter there. And then again, Vista Ridge is still trailing Westwood right now, 27-24, but they were down by 17 points coming into halftime. And then Vandergrift is still up to 28-6 versus Round Rock. So really, really good games tonight here out in district. A lot of competitive matchups. And Coach, with about 6:49 left in this one, you're not worried about any sort of time here. You have plenty of timeouts. What you are worried about is giving the ball back and trying. You can't.
Right now, you can't.
You cannot get the ball back.
No, you can't.
And so making this drive kind of play the lines between, we want to score versus we want to take as much time on the board. It's a lot to ask to do all at once. So a big task here for the Raiders. Ultimately, they just need to score a touchdown, and no matter how it happens.
Yeah, wow. We're at this point. We kind of said whoever had it last. Well, if they can take it down in a hurry, that means Manor's going to have it last.
Yeah.
But if they have a good long drive, that may be the last drive. So let's see how that shakes out. Maybe they'll squib it and we'll have a great return.
And they're going to boot this one deep, and that's going to be turnable by Hall. He takes it right around the 10-yard line, and he's dancing around the backfield. He's been electric all night tonight on the returns, and he keeps doing it, just making everybody miss. And he somehow finds his way to the 36-yard line after making about 5 different players on Manor's team miss.
Sure didn't look like it would be much of a return to start.
And that's what it's been every time he's touched the ball tonight. He's kind of electric back there. But
yeah.
6:37, so still, we'll keep you updated on the time, but I'll stop saying it at this point because it's 22-27. We know what the stakes are here, folks. Cedar Ridge has to go down and score a touchdown, and it looks like they're going to leave it to Pippin to lead the charge here on this drive.
Okay, here we go. Ball on the right hash, 66 yards away.
Snap here. Handoff to Devonish. Had some room. Ends up getting driven back. But he'll be marked right at the line of scrimmage. So not a loss nor a gain on that play. Looked like he had a little bit of a step there, but decided to kind of retreat. And now the game clock is rolling with Cedar Ridge taking the ball up. And you can afford to, take the ball down to 1 second on the play clock. Got plenty of time, but Cedar Ridge also has to just manage getting yards at this point.
Yeah, -1 isn't going to be something they'll be able to do very often on this drive and get away with it.
So Pippen back there. Sends a man in motion. Pitch out wide, and they're going to reverse it. And Pippen's going to take the ball.
Pass.
And he's got
him.
Brooks open, but that's going to be picked off. Underthrown. And it looked like Pippen got hit in the backfield as he was throwing, and that threw it off. And it will give Manor the football back. So tough play call there. You know, you go for it all on that one. And, you know, a defensive lineman just got in there and disrupted the play there for Pippen. Had him wide open.
And frustrating for Brooks because he was 5 yards behind anybody. And obviously no one's going to catch him if Pippen can get it out there. Yeah,
just took, you know, and that's one of those plays you dig into your playbook, not ready for. Looked like it was about to work out, but ends up in a pick. This one's not over yet, folks. The Manor still has to do what they need to do. If they go 3 and out right here or have a quick drive, you know, Cedar Ridge is right back into that driving seat. Need to get off the field, though. They're going to hand it off up the middle, and that's going to go for nothing on the play. So that's one. Good play for Cedar Ridge. Need 2 more stops to force a turnover, and you don't want to give them too many yards either.
No, that's too many yards really is if they're going to give up a first down, that's going to make things tough as it is. But bottom line, they need a stop, and they need a minute and a half, a couple minutes to go down there and score.
This one's ticking under 5 seconds, and Manor's going to take their time here, folks. Plenty of time on the play clock, just at 10 seconds now, so they'll run this one down to 10 seconds about to play. Throw out wide, that's going to be dropped, stops the clock. Bit of a gift here for Cedar Ridge, as now the clock is stopped with 4:52, 3rd down and 10.
Yeah, that's an extension of the running game, right? That's a term you hear announcers use all the time, but you know, you still have to throw it, you still have to complete it for it to keep the clock moving.
Yeah, there's that great quote, anytime you decide to drop back to throw it, there's 3 things that can happen, and 2 of them are bad. So throw over the middle there, and that's going to be stuffed again. And great play there by Fike, who is able to make a good stop, and now it'll be 4th down. So, you know, Cedar Ridge defense doing what they need to do to get off the field very quickly and forcing a 4th down punt. Now you have to be cautious. Potential trickery here would be a bit risky, you know, on your own.
Are they going to do? Yeah, boy.
But
it sure would be.
Could ice the game here if they get the 1st down. So we'll see what they decide to do.
Well, being that number 3 is your punter. Maybe.
No kidding. So they're going to bring this one down as much as they can so that they'll leave Cedar Ridge with as least time as they can. But they have to punt it. Snap here. Punt is away. It's a nice kick. Ball received right at the 30. Oh, it's dropped. It's dropped. I think he fell on it, though. So, yeah, Cedar Ridge will get the ball. Ooh. A little bit of a heart attack there if you're the Cedar Ridge Nation. But 4 minutes still left in this ball game. So, again.
Hey, they did what they needed to do.
Yes, they did, Coach. They did what they needed to do. And now they have to go down and do what they need to do on the offensive side of the ball.
Correct. Here we go. Now, well, we were, 64 yards away. Now we're 65 yards away.
Pretty close to.
Yeah, almost 4 minutes left. Plenty time. No hill for a climber. And these guys better start climbing right now.
And the Raiders come out in a trips formation down the bottom of your screen here. They'll hand it off to Josiah Ray, who bounces outside a bit, slips, and just gets back to the line of scrimmage. So you got to have some more positive plays there if you are the Raiders. And, you know, with the clock ticking, maybe pick up the speed a bit more.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to be taking their time the way Manor was.
So, again,
Brooks is going to have something to do with this outcome. If they're going to win tonight, Brooks is going to have to make a play on this drive.
Absolutely. So we'll see what they do here. 3 minutes and 22 seconds left. They're going to hand it off again and bounces it outside, not doing much. So 2 run plays in a row with no success. And we'll see, what they have to do here. Obvious, 3rd down and long after the loss of yardage there. So Manor defense stepping up here and, creating some pressure, getting the stop there. But it's 3rd down and about 13 to go for the Raiders offense. And we'll see what Pippen has to do here as, this is an obvious passing situation. Have Brooks lined up to your top of your screen here. Looks like man coverage. Motion, fake handoff, and that's going to be a screen, and it's just off the tips of the running back there. And there's a flag. There's a bailout flag.
Wow, 15-yard penalty.
Bailout flag here, which
absolutely the luckiest thing that could have happened. Not the smartest play by Manor right there, but a little emotional right now. It's the end of the game. You think you just were part of a play that could have almost iced this thing,
yep.
And then just not a smart play.
Yeah, so it'll be a 1st down here for the Cedar Ridge Raiders as they get gifted a personal foul call here from Manor, which, obviously is tough if you're Manor because you just got off the field on a 3rd down and long, but now it shifts completely. Ball's at the 48-yard line, and it's 1st down. Cedar Ridge has to do something with this now. Pippen steps back in the backfield. We'll see if they go to the run play or if they're going to run some passes here. And they'll stick with the run game. And that's not Josiah. That is Devonish. And Devonish has been the juice that this team needs all night tonight. We'll see if he stays out there. They've been rotating in a lot of running backs tonight. But in these crucial moments, gotta think
stay
that
with him.
Yeah, gotta think Devonish got to be out there.
He's the guy tonight. He and Brooks, let those 2 guys determine what's going to happen.
And just peeking in a little bit over 2 minutes left here. 2:05 to go here. 22-27. Ball is on the 45-yard line of Manor. So they're moving it. Snap here. Play action. Pippen rolls out. Throws the ball over the middle of Brooks, and that's caught for a 1st down. So that will stop the clock. And now they'll be able to get a play call and timeout here for the Raiders. Oh, wait, no. No timeout.
Yeah, the clock's going to stop.
Clock's going to stop.
They should have a play ready now. Line it up.
And this is a situation, Coach, where you want the chain crew to take their time, right? Just
if you're on their side,
yeah.
Yes. If you're on their side, correct.
Motion here. Handoff to Devonish, who's patiently waiting. Doesn't get much, though, as he's met in the backfield. And will be a minute and 30 left in this ball game. Got to think you got to go quick here. And Cedar Ridge still has 3 timeouts, so I think they're feeling pretty comfortable.
There's obviously plenty of time, and to mix in a run, not a problem whatsoever, but they're going to have to get a couple chunk plays is what I would think.
Absolutely.
And they have 3 guys on Brooks' side right now, which leaves him wide open down here.
And throw out wide, and that's McGill who catches it. Not enough for a 1st down, but will be it will be close to a 1st down, but 1 minute left in this ball game here, folks. And we're getting down to this one, Coach. This is turned into a really, really fun game.
Would you call this the nitty gritty part of a game? Because man, it's 1 minute left. These guys are thinking, you know what? I've got 1 minute of football.
Yep.
What's going to happen? I'm never going to play football again, real football.
Right.
Now, they'll go to college, play intramurals. They'll play with their buddies at a park or something like that, or at a family get-together. They will never line up in a stadium and play football again. Now, a handful of them, obviously, get a chance to go play in college or whatever. But, golly, just
You're giving me chills, Coach.
Such memories right here.
Absolutely. I mean, it's incredible to just know what you put yourself through all 4 years, and going back to even middle school or whenever you started playing football. But still, what a moment here. 1 minute left here. Senior night tonight here. Let's see if the Cedar Ridge Raiders can pull this one off here, folks. 3rd down and about 2 to go. Motion, Devonish, snap, and that's going to be a tunnel screen. And McGill takes it up the field, and he'll get enough for a 1st down, so clock will stop, and they'll move the chains.
Stop the clock.
52 seconds left. Does not look like the clock stopped. Chains are just now getting set, and time has run off. I'm not sure why they haven't stopped the clock, but throw it out wide here. Again, a tunnel screen. Bounces out. He's still going.
Had a missed tackle there. Nice job.
And they'll probably burn another timeout right here.
Yes.
Just under, 2 ticks under 30 seconds. So we'll keep it here. Cedar Ridge is getting closer, and they have a first down.
Okay, it's going to be 2nd and 7 from the 22-yard line. So,
it's interesting, once you get in the red zone, it does tend to get harder to score. Your spacing crunches, your play call has got to be a little bit more, not less down the field. So, definitely a lot to play with here, but it's a bit tougher to call than if you have an open field.
Or you can just go twins left, 13-16 check, and run 13 veer to the left, or the other side, if it looks better, run 16 veer to the tight end side. That's what we used to do.
Yeah, no matter what situation.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. Hey, here we go.
Yep, here we go. Just under 30 seconds left.
Big 28 seconds, Zach.
One timeout left for the Raiders, so they got to be careful when they use it. Pippen.
Throw back
to the backside, and he's going to – oh.
And he caught it.
It looked like it was –
That's an interception.
It was an interception, and they're calling it inbounds, so picked off. Wow, I am shocked. What a play by the defender to ice this one.
They ran bootleg left, throw back to the tight end, and number 0, who's been given the toughest job of staying with Brooks all night, ends up with I guess their defense this week they've talked about, let's run double out 0-on-0 all night long.
Yep. Tough.
Wow.
Tough one. And if you're Manor, you're excited. Tough season so far. 1-8, 1-6 in district. A lot of, just tough stories coming out of the schools recently. So got to be happy for them. But as far as Cedar Ridge, that's a tough one to swallow for sure. What a season, though, for this team. I mean, we've gotten the pleasure to cover Cedar Ridge as well as a lot of other Round Rock schools this year. But Cedar Ridge has been our school that we've been calling the most, so we feel most at home with y'all. And definitely appreciate everybody watching this season. But we'll have a few more snaps here. 21 seconds left. Looks like Manor will come out in victory formation and put this one away.
Yeah. Best playing football right here.
Best play or worst play, depending on what side of the ball you are.
Okay.
Snap here, and that is the kneel. That will do it, folks. Manor comes out of a dogfight victorious.
Wow.
After punches thrown on each side.
Never would have thought this at the beginning of the game, Zacharoon.
It was a battle. It was a battle all night.
What a game.
Yeah. Credit both of these schools, but credit Manor for sticking through it.
0-0. Wow. 27-22 tonight. Manor Mustangs, congratulations to you. Fine finish to the season. Cedar Ridge, just let one loose. Let it slip between your fingers. Played hard tonight. It's not like we didn't see any effort. That's not. I've seen games like that this time of year with teams that aren't going to the playoffs. That sure as heck ain't what happened tonight. Nope. The kids played hard. Just some things went the other team's way.
Absolutely.
And Manor had number 3. Let's just throw it out there.
Sometimes it's just get your best players the ball and see what they can do with it. And Manor definitely did what they needed to do to get the win here. And if you're Cedar Ridge, obviously a tough loss. Tough for the seniors to kind of, end on this one. But great season thus far. We'll give you a couple updates from the district just to kind of finish out everything. Playoffs are coming up next week. Westwood is beating Vista Ridge 34-24 right now in the fourth quarter. Vandergrift comes out victorious versus Round Rock, holding Round Rock to only 6 points, 35-6. And Hutto, it does take the loss, 42-24. And 42-24, and obviously this one 22-27 for the Raiders. And so, Coach, as always, it was a pleasure doing this season with you. This is our last game, so really appreciate just getting to make these memories with you, as well as get to call some great football in the high school area.
Well, Zach,
from where we're from.
I just hope that grumpy boss of ours will let us work together and make another run at it next year.
Absolutely. Shout out to Rick Epstein, my father. iHSFAN is his creation. He loves high school football and bringing it to everybody around the area. But that's going to do it for us here, folks. We really appreciated you guys being here. Make sure you like and subscribe, and we'll see y'all next